I think that's how you should just start it. How do I do
How
this?
do I do this?
Give this massive epilogue and start talking about everything, and next thing you know, our time's up.
And we're done. Congratulations, it's just another episode of the podcast. I actually ended up forgetting to mention my name is Cole, and I don't think that's mentioned for the entirety of this episode, so I apologize. But yeah, my name's Cole. I cannot hear you. Cap, were you talking? Okay, well.
He's got mic issues he's trying to fix.
Gotcha. Well, welcome to ISR for everybody, and including the viewers now. We've been doing tabletop games for quite some time, but have just now gotten around to like wanting to record it. I've been thinking about it for a while, but yeah, this is just kind of like a couple things have spurred on the fact that we should try and do this. So we're gonna be recording it now, and I'm the DM if it wasn't obvious, but yeah, I will zoom out so then we're all here. And do you guys want to do, well, Cap is fixing his mic issues. Yeah, he's deafened and fixing mic issues, but you guys can turn on cameras and stuff like that now if you want to. It's totally fine, and Arthur had his on. Totally good. So do we want to introduce ourselves really quick? I'll go, want to do left to right? I'll just call you out and you can say whatever. That being like you and your character, because it's for the players, you know, for you folks. So, Torin, do you want to start?
Yeah. So, as you have just heard, name is Torin. I shall be playing Morek Galatinius, age 32, male, Zelian.
Yep. And the Zelian are a bird race. They're like avian, some kind. You have wings on your back.
Yes. I'm one of the lucky ones that do have wings.
Yeah. We should do also a quick description of the race you're playing as well, if it's anything too like super special. So, yeah. And just as a note, we are not playing D&D or like Pathfinder or anything like that. This is a system that I and a few of my friends, including Torin and like Cap, has helped in here, and excuse me, a few other folks as well. But there are some pretty big contributors to it. We've been working on this, so we've been playing it. It's still a work in progress, but we're getting to it, and it's getting further. Arthur, do you want to try and introduce yours?
Yes. So I'm Arthur, but I'm playing as Era Defentrix, which is a deck who is 25, and he has abilities that he can use after consuming what's called a quantum crystal, and the abilities vary depending on the type of crystal.
Yep. Cool. Ari, do you want to do yours?
Yep. Okay. I'm Ari, and my character, her name is Nazreen Enver. She's 25 and a human, so nothing too extraordinary there.
They're just very hard to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, do you want to do yours?
Very much so.
Yeah. So I'm Zach. I'm playing a Nepenteket. Sorry, I'm tired.
Nepenteket.
Yep, Nepenteket. And whose name is Umaka and Inga, and who goes by Uma. And he's mainly playing the support, who focuses on building things or other, from weapons to armor.
Very nice. All right. JCap, you want to do yours? Oh, he's deafened. All right. Forrest, you want to do yours?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Forest, or most people know me as Tree. I am playing Rob Boss. He's a Zalos with telekinetic powers, and he's really violent, but he doesn't like blood. So, yeah.
Are you there, Cap? I can see like your mic is like lighting up on Discord, but that's it.
So I'm a deck named in Taurus. In the past, I've been known by other names as Servius, or I should say as other characters named Servius, for example, other things. And I am playing a researcher who is on intelligence mission.
Okay. Well, cool. But now, thank you, by the way. Thank you for that. But now that we are all here and introduced, I will do a little bit of exposition.
Story time.
You guys, story time. Yes. Pull something up over here as well. You guys are in a... Oh, whoa, 1 second. You guys are in a system called Ulbrin. And as I said before, and we had a technical difficulty, each individually, you guys have reasons for being in this system. But we'll eventually, of course, as campaigns do, meet up or whatnot. But there's a planet called Requiem, as well as a gas giant called Obridia, with a large mining rig inside of it. There's more history on each of those specifically if you guys go and visit them, of course. There's a ring called Majora, which is a big ring gate portal device that is used way, way back when in something called the Gap. And the Gap was just a big missing piece of history where something happened in the history of recent stuff. But does not mean a ton to you guys. It's just that this device is pre-Gap tech. So it means it's pretty high tech, but a lot of people don't know about it. And there's a big research station that orbits around Ulbrin, the star, with Majora. It's called Majora Tech. So, yeah. You guys are starting on a space station called Unifica. And that is a giant asteroid station. It's drifting around inside like the asteroid belt of the system. And what you guys will be doing from there is up to you. But we'll go with first with J Captain's character, or Josiah. And
Josiah is currently not available, and can you hear his dulcet tones dulceting your ears?
What the heck?
Okay, that wasn't quite what was expected. I'm so sorry for my son.
Is he alive? Oh no, that's his dad.
Hello, are you working tech support?
Okay,
Okay, you're having too much fun.
you're right. I am.
Let me take
Guess visit from Jacob's father.
I was fixing his microphone. He was having issues.
I just was too angry to reasonably think. So.
Well, glad
Yay,
to
hi,
hear it.
presto.
Whoopa. Very nice.
But yes, I was too angry to actually rationally think. So in theory, I should be a little more calm now.
So what was the actual solution?
Apparently, I did everything right except for a reboot. Hey, stop.
So,
I literally had to reset my machine. A factory reset. So that was fun. And then so basically I had all that stupid
That sounds
stuff.
great.
So, yay. Yeah. So I just have to restore a bunch of settings, and I still have yet to do that.
Oh, I see. Well, at least it's working for you now.
Yep.
And you're back in.
And I'm a little more calm now.
Yes. We'll just wait for you to get your headset plugged in and stuff, so. I'm working out the technical difficulties today.
Mic
For
test,
everybody.
Mic test.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mic test. Awesome.
You're just a little bit
Still,
quiet.
Echo, as always, will be present.
It's not too bad, actually.
We'll start speaking again.
All right.
And I don't think your mic is
Yeah.
push to talk anymore. You may have to reset that in Discord.
It's currently push to talk still, so
Okay.
unless you're still hearing me when I'm saying
No.
Nope. You're good.
Yep.
Cool. You're good. So, in terms of starting in Unifica, we will start with J Captain in your situation, because you had received some orders from your group. You're an agent of some kind. Okay.
I need to pull up my spreadsheet now.
Okay.
Alrighto. Where am I right now? Am I at a dock? Where have I come from?
Yeah, I'd say you got like public transportation to Unifica, probably from out of system, and you just docked into the like the main space dock. And the big Unifica station is, as I said, it's a big asteroid base, not base, but an asteroid station, and there's a big hole through the middle of it, and everything rotates around that hole. And so ships come in, they dock to docks that are in those areas, and from there, that's where you are located.
Seems like a fairly secure docking method.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
Or
well, it's also a very
dock.
large station, so very large ships can dock there.
Quite nice. All right. I'm gonna roll perception and see what's around me. If
All right,
there's anything
roll.
related to my target.
All right.
Great. Now, where did I put my dice?
Smooth.
Hey, not all of us have not had problematic days.
And when you roll, guys, can you please put in the RP chat, because I can switch screens so people can read that. That's if they're watching it.
Wait, so I can't
Or
flood
not
it with
listening to it.
annoying gifs anymore?
No, that's fine. I don't mind. Because you usually communicate in GIFs. So no, I don't see any reason not to do that.
Just
I turn bright white.
gifts that.
Do you really want to know what I rolled?
Yes, I do.
This thought it'd be good.
Was it a nat 1? Oh, well, let's see if that... Okay. Yep! All natural 1. What a great roll to start off a new campaign.
It's starting off like the beginning of my time home since work.
Nat 1. You step outside your ship. You're kind of like wide-eyed. This is your first like big thing anyway. So it's like, ooh, this is so exciting. And you're just like looking around, and you completely forget to do any amount of like checking around for the guy you're looking for. But you see
I'm
like
absolutely
docks upon docks
bedazzled.
of ships.
I'm absolutely bedazzled by the sheer amount of light and all the cool things out here, especially as a researcher who's been stuck in a lab for like, what, 2-3 years lately. Oh, it's quite nice.
It is quite nice. And you do see like neon or other holographic signs and lights and such that are lighting up and showing off different things. But as you walk like towards the dock, something else you've noticed is that like this station, each end of the asteroid is shielded. And so when a ship flies through, they enter a compressed zone. So past those shields, it's vacuum. But within here, you can breathe, even inside the main hole of the station.
Fascinating. I assume they still have airlock safety measures, however. Just in
Yes,
case
and there's
of,
also like
hailstorm.
triple layer shields and stuff like that, just to make sure that like things don't do that.
Come on,
But
it's nice
it's a
having
very
the every
safe
once
station.
In a while, oxygen leak and a couple people go flying out.
Yeah, you know, it totally wouldn't notice.
Totally, not at all. Alrighto. As I've exited the ship, am I looking at a terminal, or am I looking at more of the hollow insideness of the asteroid? Sorry.
It's like the ship is docked up to like a port, and then it's let you guys out as public transportation. There's a terminal to your right or something like that where a lot of people are at. It's a very long terminal that people are like, you know, pressing buttons and holographic symbols and things are shooting up, as well as people are interested in different things and they're like, "Whoa, look at this!" And then the ship undocks and continues to fly in the other direction and flies out of the shielded interior into space again. But what you're looking at is forward. There's like there's an open space. Behind you is out into the like openness of the interior of the asteroid base of Unifica. And then forward, you see like a tunnel, and then a tunnel boring further into the rock where that's actually physically compressed, just in case of any breach or anything like that. But that's about what you see, and there's also like a long like walkway in the exposed section as well, and there's lots of other like shops and things out here, but they all have measures to close up.
As I'm gazing around, do I see anything that triggers my memory as to what I'm actually here for?
Do you not remember?
No. I mean, my character is clearly bedazzled.
Yeah, but he still remembers why he's here. He's just like too like, you know, focused on what he's seeing.
Can I re-roll my perception now?
Yeah, you can re-roll perception.
Okay.
So I really apologize for my squeaky chair. It's getting so bad.
As you continue to squeak your chair.
Yes. If I must endure it, you must endure it too.
Non-nat 20, and I'll input it into RP.
Sweet, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you very much. Looking around, you tend to notice like there may have been something on the transmission that kind of like specified an area you needed to look, and you're able to identify that area was actually based on a symbol that was sent in kind of like an embedded image within the message you received. And you see that the image is like a logo, and it's all kind of fragmented and stuff because it was, you know, embedded in a long-range transmission. But you see that logo on something like over a bar, a pub of some kind. I'm looking through character sheets as you're doing stuff.
Is there any... Are there any people who I potentially recognize out here? Or is that unlikely since I've been stuck in a lab for a while?
You recognize the different races and stuff, at least most of them. You probably haven't seen a lot of them in person because you've been a lab rat for a decent amount of time. Yeah. But you see like a Protean walking into that bar as you're looking at it, as well as what looks like a Zelian perhaps is also walking in there. These very like large wings sloped up behind him. There seems to be other races and stuff walking past, but nobody you recognize.
Okay. I'm gonna look inside. Well, do I have any lodging predetermined here, sent from corporate, I guess you could call it?
No, I wouldn't say you have like
anything.
predetermined lodging, but you have the ability to use like their company card kind of situation, and it's untraceable.
What does this mean? Noise. That means let me go over to the terminal and purchase some shields.
All right, you go over to the terminal. Yes, terminal. You go over to the terminal, and you go to swipe the card or like whatever. Use the digital terminal and like transfer credits over, and it states
you
denied.
You jerk. I knew you'd do that. Nice. Alright, well then I'm just like, okay, fine. Now
Ah yes, Mark 5 shields. Purchase.
Go over to the bar.
All right. You go to the bar. And it's called like the Green Diamond. That's what we'll call it, the Green Diamond. And it's kind of like it's a diamond like shape as the main logo, and it's like looks like an emerald.
Alright. Can I purchase a beverage? A nice alcoholic beverage. I'm thinking Oh, did he freeze?
No?
Okay. One sec. I'm thinking a margarita.
A margarita. Okay.
Yes.
You go up to the bar to purchase a margarita. Torin.
Or
You step into the Green Diamond with no intent on purchasing any form of drink whatsoever. You don't really believe in drinks.
Nope.
But you're looking for somebody. Someone you had heard about who was, possibly spiritual in a sense.
Curious place to meet the bar. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and see if I can't find this person.
All right.
Based on
Roll
whatever
perception.
description I was given.
There's not much of a description. You were given a description which is lackluster from somebody you met previously, and they just stated that it was a machine.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to decipher who's a machine and who isn't.
Excuse me.
This is a wonderful 16 of a perception.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Well, so you're looking around, and you spot like a Nepatucket there. He's a robotic machine that can re-outfit themselves and such. You see a Kaizen kind of sitting in the corner as they're synthetic machines, them in a group. But you think you see who you're looking for. And it's an Nepatucket sitting in his own space. And he seems to have all these different parts and stuff strewn all over him that he's looks to have collected.
Well, might as well go sit down and say hi.
Okay. So you walk across this pretty, I'd say it's a dim lit bar. It's kind of like a pub mixed with a diner of some kind, and there's people eating and drinking and doing whatever. There's one dude who's like shouting at a holographic screen in the corner. The bartender just goes, shh, shh, be quiet. And Zach.
Yes.
Your character notices a Zelian walking toward him.
He just sits there casually, drinking his oil.
His oil. Pouring it on himself. All right.
Is this called cannibalism?
Oil? No.
Well, if he's drinking his own oil.
No.
I'm not gonna go into that. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but
Don't need to let the viewers think about that either.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So Torin, I'll have to get your guys' characters' names figured out, but
Mhm.
I'll get there. You walk
Just
up
mine-
to, huh?
Just call mine Uma.
Uma, okay. Uma Thurman. Uma, as you're sitting there, you see this Zelian step up to you, and Torin, you of course see this Nempoteket sitting there at this table, who has just kind of got like a cup of something steaming in his hand. It's like steel or whatever composite material he's got in his hand. And he just kind of like looks up at you.
Interesting to see a Nempoteket at a bar.
I'm just sitting here drinking my oil.
See. Can I ask you your name?
Umaka. But you can call me Uma.
I see, Yumaka. Well, my name is Morlach Galathinius. And I'm wondering, how spiritual do you tend to be?
Spiritual? Define spiritual.
Oh lord. Well, you got those that worship the omnipotence, as I do, and many others. You got the Proteans who worship their false gods. And you got those who are atheists and those who serve something much more corrupt. However, I've heard rumors of Nepotekets possibly being a bit more spiritual about stuff. I'm curious as to how spiritual you are.
The only thing I'm spiritual about is knowledge.
Yeah. You see, by
After
chance
all,
could you tell me more about
knowledge
your
is
race?
power.
Accurate. Can you tell me more about how your race exists?
I don't know much. You see, I was in an accident. All I know is my drive, which is knowledge.
Is that why your voice is so robotic, or is that just how the rest of your race is?
I wouldn't know. I haven't met much Nepotekets. I tend to stick to myself.
I see.
Well, as you two are conversing, Cap, your character, walks in. And you see a, what kind of clothing are you wearing, Torin?
So, golden white robes.
Okay. You see one person that sticks out very, very prominently in the entire bar. Pub, I guess, diner, whatever. And he's wearing these, like, long and flowing gold and, or white and gold robes, and he has these large, large Zillion wings that match, of course, his avian appearance. But he's definitely the one that stands out in the group.
All right. Do I have my beverage in hand yet?
Yeah, it's like slid it over to you, and the bartender is this like, I'd say the bartender is like a Zelokar, which is, you know, the reptiles with these large like bone structures on their back. Also, did we lose Forrest?
Yes, we did.
Oh
Maybe a
no!
phone connection.
He may have plopped into AFK, or he's gone.
And the Zergars also generate their own bioelectricity of sorts for viewers at home. Meaning they can shock you very much so. It usually emanates out of their bone spike structures that stick out of them.
Yep. Sorry, it looks like we have lost Forrest. So,
Seems to be a day of technical issues.
well, no, he said he was just not feeling it and he's got to do like class prep or something in like 17 minutes anyway. So, well, yeah, that's okay. But
All right.
either way, yes, you've seen the Zelokar who passes you that drink. And he goes, "What you looking for?"
Do you know any other fellow researchers out here, or
Research. Research is how.
just I was a part of I list out a random science guild, and I mention, do you know anybody else around here, or do you know where I could meet some? I'm new to the station. I've been stuck in the lab for a while, so.
Science Guild? Well, perhaps the most sciencey thing about this station is the fact that we have shields. And that's, I'd say, about it. But perhaps Majoritech is more your speed, although under control by a different group.
Who's in control of it?
Honestly, we don't know. But I can tell you that it is not the main government of the system.
Fascinating.
You're eyeballing
no.
that Zellion over there.
He does kind of stick out like a sore thumb, doesn't he?
I agree. Doesn't fit
Do you
the
know
aesthetic
anything
of the
about him?
bar. Nope.
No, not at all.
He looks like a prophet or something.
I was thinking more like some royalty or something stupid.
Well, he has wings. That means he's of royal blood. So, you're not wrong.
Oh. Sorry. Like I said, I've been stuck in the science guild for a while, so hi.
Perhaps you should get out more and go speak to that Zellion. He might be able to point you in the direction. I've seen him around a little bit.
All right. I go approach the Zillion.
Okay.
Also known as Torin. Hi, Torin. Hello there.
I just gonna slowly look up at you real quick.
Are you preoccupied or busy?
I'm trying to learn more about the spirituality of Nepotekets.
I see. Very fascinating.
Why do you choose to poison yourself with such drinks?
Because poison is only deadly when taken in lethal doses.
Who are you?
I am in Taurus. And you are?
Oh, sorry, forget my poor manners. I am Mordecai Athenius.
Fancy name. Sorry, I've been stuck in a science guild for a while and haven't gotten out much. I was curious, do you know anything about the station or any of the Major Attack people around here, or are you a local, or?
See,
Or native? I forget the words. I've been in a lab for a while.
you say Major Attack, eh?
Yes.
Why are you interested in them?
Like I told you, I list out the science guild that I'm in. It was a like warp It basically was developing faster than light travel technologies.
I see.
And there's been various rumors about the gate, and it seems like it. Yeah. Can I roll some knowledge? Can I roll knowledge on the ring gate real fast?
Yeah.
Cole?
Go ahead.
Okay.
While he's
see
doing
if I
that, I'm gonna roll
remember.
knowledge on what I know about everything in the system.
Okay. Sounds good. If there's anything else that Zach wants to roll knowledge about, feel free. Everybody's rolling knowledge. But, all right. Arthur and Ari. You have somehow both met up at some point and are walking together on the kind of like I'd say it's the pier. I mean, it's not really a pier, but it's in the big ring. And you're just speaking about some general discussion or whatever topic you guys had in mind. Wasn't really anything specific, but you both end up walking into the same bar. Of course, the classic D&D trope, you all meet in a bar. I figured why as well start it like that. But you both walk in there too, and you can see these three kind of all huddled up over in the corner over this like Nempateket who's got like oil that he's just kind of gently pouring on himself every once in a while and watching them. There's this bird who's just kind of, standing like this the whole time, and a very awkward looking deck as well.
Why, thank you for such a noble description.
Are they looking at us at all?
I'd say that the Nempateket kind of glances over at you when you enter in, Zach, and then goes back to watching the group.
So, with Ari and me, are we like friends?
I'd
Are
say you're
we,
acquaintances. You've known each other for maybe like a half hour.
Half hour. Okay.
Yeah, you met like on the pier or like getting off of public transportation coming to this station.
All right. Who was staring at me? Zach?
Zach's character, yeah, the machine.
Okay.
Who is pouring oil on himself every once in a while.
What was Zach's character's name?
Zach?
Is it
Uma.
Death Wizard?
Umaka.
Uma.
I am Death Wizard.
So I walk up to Zach's character because he was the one looking at me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a little violent and angry, and I'm a little mad that I was, on a space, public transportation. So I go up to him and I, angrily ask him like, "What are you looking at?"
I want to say you grabbed my
I
attention
turn
from my
around.
conversation at hand.
Wait, what? There's too much.
I didn't hear what you guys are saying.
I'm
Wait.
gonna-
What species are you? Or what race?
Dick. But I'm really violent, so I'm trying to be like, not nice.
I forget. You, as a deck, what did you get? A alpha deck, or did you get a regular deck?
No, that's
Okay.
why I'm angry all the time. Because I want more power to destroy alpha decks, I guess. But no, I'm not an alpha deck. But I'm angry because I'm not. Are you an alpha deck?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you can't get too angry at me.
Oh, I'd be just surprised.
All right, I'm going to look at you and say, "Is there something I could do for you? You seem to be having a rough time."
You could buy me a drink. I'd appreciate that.
Got
Just been on a
anything
long
specific
trip,
you want?
man. I'll take a vodka Sprite.
All right. Here, bartender.
Why is
He
it
kind of
always
looks
so
over, he's like,
people and
Whatever.
poisoning yourselves?
Nazreen just ignores this.
I'm
Sits down at the
self-destructive,
bar.
man.
Orders her
And it's built
a
into
drink.
my DNA as a deck. I like poisoning myself by ingesting, for example, quantum.
Okay, so Zach is at the bottom right here, right?
Yes.
He has
this
like the
is- yeah.
warrior symbol.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're the other deck. So I'm actually not as violent
Now-
with you.
No, Cap. J-Cap.
He's top
Me.
right.
Cap.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So
Oh,
the
you were
person
saying
that was
bottom
looking
right.
at me was Zach, right?
Yes.
So I was angry at him, but then you talked to me, so I was like, yeah, man, I'll take a drink. I'm not as violent with other decks. Unless you're an alcoholic.
Okay, so yeah, you're just kind of like bartender, vodka Sprite. He goes, all right, and kind of walks over to his station, mixes it up really quickly, and then slides it back over to you.
Can I roll perception on the deck and see the deck Uther and see maybe what's wrong? Or
Yeah. Ari, what are you up to?
I also do not understand the rolling part with perception and stuff.
I'll
Roll
show you how
D20,
that
then
works
you roll
more
your
specifically.
sixes.
You know how we were
I'm
doing
also-
combat with your d6s only? What you're doing is adding a d20 to those d6 rolls. So you're adding wins to the
Okay.
d20, like singular ones. So if I rolled 3 wins and I had a 15, let me make sure, I would get an 18.
So each roll on the d20 counts as a win? Every number?
No, it's different than that. Like wins are the d6 specific. You're just counting wins as like additions to the d20.
Okay.
So say I roll a 16. I hold that 16, roll d6s, however many. I roll
You have in this
5.
skill.
Those are 2 wins. And so therefore I got an 18 roll in total.
Cool. And you can do that with basically anything that makes sense in the situation that you're in?
Yep, as long as you're not in combat.
yes.
Okay, cool. All right,
And
sorry.
also
Ari,
going to
I didn't mean to
Oh, you're good.
interrupt you there.
No, you're good.
So yeah, Ari, what you up to?
Right now I'm just kind of sitting back and watching, looking at people, kind of reading the room.
Okay.
I ordered myself a drink. And just
All right, so what kind of drink?
Yeah. Whiskey Coke.
Okay, whiskey Coke.
Everyone in poisoning yourselves. What the heck? Except for the
It's a
Napata,
freaking
drinking oil.
bar. What else?
Technically.
This is true.
I
It's
look
a
at him and
pub.
say that.
It's normal, but
Dude, if you don't want to see people poisoning themselves, I tell him, maybe you should leave the bar.
I wasn't here
What was that?
looking for a spiritual person such as this Napateke.
That's true. I guess he does stand out among here because he's not poisoning himself with, well, alcohol.
You
Right.
also can't poison a robot.
Actually, that's false. You can insert a virus into their computer core,
That's not
and
poison.
then it effectively amounts to
Poison
the
is
same
alcohol.
thing.
okay. We'll go to Ari. Sorry to cut into your guys' roleplay, but I want to get her something.
No,
Um,
just freaking deck.
You hear this little argument starting up. No, you can't poison a robot in the corner. And you get the drink kind of just handed to you. He goes, "Oh, brother. Also, what is it with Sprite and Coke? I had to look in my database for what those were."
They're
tried them.
more... They're, I guess, human creations.
Ugh, boring. And he walks away. All right. So you're just standing there, kind of just observing their little tizzy that they're getting into. Arthur, your character's kind of standing there, and you're just like, you're just kind of getting worked up by their argument.
Speaking of which, what did I observe for the split second that I was looking at him? I rolled a 7.
On Arthur. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Arthur, I forget. Are you addicted to quantum?
Yes.
Okay. He looks addicted. You can tell by the excessive amount of quantum marks he has on his skin. Either that or he just has used a lot of it in combat or other situations that are necessary. But there's a lot of marks.
Fascinating. This one has much experience. This might be useful. This might be useful. But back to the
Oh yeah, we never
argument.
got our goals with our knowledge rolls either.
So
Yeah, sorry.
So-
I forget what you guys had rolled. Oops, I didn't mind open that.
I rolled a 16, I believe it was.
does
Okay.
consuming alcohol or like other things grant you different like bonuses or
can.
decreases and stuff?
Yes.
Depending
If
on
you
what
get
you do.
drunk,
Okay.
but you don't instantly get drunk. I
Yeah.
have you roll a durability, and then usually if you roll too low, you get zonked.
You
But
pass out.
in this case, it won't be durability anymore. It'll be a cognitive save.
Hmm.
But anyway, so what was I just doing? You guys, your knowledge rolls. Sorry, what did you roll? Did you guys put those in chat? Okay, yes, you
Is
did.
in the chat. You can find it.
Non-nat 20 knowledge, 16 knowledge, and 17 perception. Okay. All right, 20 knowledge and 16 knowledge. Torin, I forget you were rolling about the system, right?
I know.
Okay, cool. Well, you you know a decent amount about the system. I'd say you've been here for like a year. And you'd been kind of just like traversing around the system, just kind of learning its little secrets here and there. You know that Majora Tech is a science-based station that orbits with, not around, Majora, the big ring. And you know that nobody really knows what Majora leads to, but you know that the station is attempting to look into that. You know that there's a band of monks who live on a mining rig that they've converted into a habitat on the gas giant in the system. And you spent a lot of your time at Requiem. And it's a very Earth-like planet. It's very green. It's very beautiful. That's a lot of what you did.
Alright.
You didn't ever go to the monks.
Not yet.
Not yet.
My role was regarding what I knew about what they were trying to do at the ring gate.
Right. You know that they are attempting to remanufacture and bring it back to life, to reboot it. You know that because you've been informed by it, by some of the folks, including your contact, who has told you there are some sketchy things happening in Majora Tech around the ring gate. You're not totally sure what's going on, but that's why you're here. Otherwise, there's not much else you know about that station. It's kind of shrouded in mystery.
Fascinating.
Not even your group gets a lot of information out of that station.
Yeah. Even my buddy out there hasn't been able to pass a lot, so I guess that's why I'm here.
No.
But we're still arguing about if you can poison a robot or not.
Yes.
Correct.
So,
Yeah,
but
you guys are
can't poison
discussing
a,
that.
but you can poison a robot because if you give it a virus, you can absolutely wipe its memory. You can basically destroy whatever it is. Like, let's say you.
That's
Doing
not
that,
poisoning
whatever
a
it
robot. That's just erasing all the files on it.
But let's say the robot decides to ingest a virus. Seriously, come on.
They don't
you understand
ingest
my
a
point?
virus. They download a virus.
Which is in effect the same thing.
You hear the bartender go, "How about y'all ingest some quiet and step outside? You're a little too loud for the pub."
I'm agreeing
I
with
look around.
the other deck. So I
Apologies,
say let's go somewhere
bartender.
else with him
And fight this out
and
with Bazillion.
the rest of the group. Is there
Wait,
shops
we
here?
could fight this out with Bazillion. Ooh, this might get fun.
There are a lot of other shops in the station. Yeah, it's massive.
Massive. Okay.
Yeah, it's huge.
So I'm walking out because I want to go
All right.
get I want to go look at the shops to see if there's any weapons or anything that I want.
I look at the guy walking out. I'm like, dude, I just bought you a frickin' beer.
You
were
probably just take the
supposed to-
glass with
I
you.
chugged it. No, I chugged it real quick, and I was like, I'm out of here.
Okay, you
I'm
chugged
done with
it.
this bartender. I'm not a fan of the bartender because he's talking crap to us when we're in a bar, which defeats the purpose of a bartender. So I walk out and I'm mad. I'm like, I'm gonna go look at some weapons.
Does anybody else go?
I unfortunately don't go.
Nope.
Because
Don't
I
go.
still want to fight this argument out.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm just gonna go back to work now. I head back to my shop.
All right, you stand up
I'm just
and
gonna
go.
follow the Napa ticket. Apologies to leave you behind, but I still want to learn more about the Napa ticket.
That is all fine. Your knowledge was not
Oh,
what I was looking for.
and about the Wajora attack. Last I heard, they're trying to power on the ring, I believe. They're trying to figure out how it works and whatnot.
Fascinating.
And if I had to reckon, maybe if they learn enough, try and build rings of their own.
It would make sense. It would be a great commercial enterprise as well.
I mean, if they can do it, they can do it. But other than that, I don't think I can help you much more.
All right.
Could see if the monks who have been here longer, over at what was the main station called?
The mining station?
That the monks have.
It's
Turned
they
into
simply
their
call
home.
it the rig.
Makes sense. You could head over to the rig, which is over by the gas giant, or in the gas giant, I believe actually.
Mm-hmm.
They've been here studying for a long time. And who knows, maybe it could have popped up in their studies.
Fascinating. I would have never considered that as a resource. Thank you. And what was your name?
We take it among ourselves to study what we can. And see how, at least I try to see how the omnipotents look at it.
I
And
forget
it's
what the...
Merrick Galatinius. Just simply call me Merrick.
Awesome. Great to meet you, Merrick. I am in Taurus. Just plain old boring in Taurus.
Well, I'll be sure to remember you.
I would love to have another discussion again. It got mildly entertaining.
Of course.
Ari, you're still
Can I
standing
look
at
around
that
the room?
bar.
Yep.
Are you following your acquaintance friend, or are you just staying at the bar?
Decided to stay because he was just getting a little too much for me, I think.
Makes sense. You weren't used to his violent side. That makes sense. All right,
But,
what specifically are you doing?
It's a good question. Let's see. Probably just listening in on conversations.
Okay.
As
Is
of
there
right
any
now.
specific reason that your character is here?
I guess, no. She's
Okay.
kind of just a
Just came in.
wanderer.
Okay.
Yeah. Looking for
Just wanderer, like going places, or more like looking for adventure wanderer?
a little bit of both.
Okay. That makes sense.
There's a certain set of skills that she utilizes, but keeps to herself for the most part.
Okay, that makes sense. The bartender, as you're kind of just looking around, is kind of blabbing in your ear, and you don't realize that he's actually talking to you. As you're just kind of like, looking around the room and exploring the surroundings. Bartender goes, "Hello, hello."
Hi. Did you need
You didn't hear a
something?
single thing I said, did you? Fine, no, it's fine. I see how it is. And he goes and he walks kind of to to where, I don't know, another group is sitting at the bar or something, and he kind of like, gives them some drinks as well. And then he starts talking to them.
What
Who
do
was
I
one?
observe?
Okay, I was gonna say, was it you who said that?
Because
Bar.
I'm still left in the bar, drinking my margarita,
Mm-hmm.
all by my lonesome.
Yep.
So,
As you're... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
well, I think Nezarine probably overheard his conversation and decides to get up and sit down at his table
Okay.
and talk to him. So, what brings you here?
A quest for knowledge.
Villager.
And a little bit more life than in a lab.
Oh, so you were a lab rat for a while.
I guess you could describe it that way, yes.
What made you pick this place of all the places in the world?
The fascinating research going on over at the Ringgate.
And what would that be?
Do you know why this system is so important? Or what are you here for? I'm sorry, I'm kind of answering a question with a question, but did you read the brochure when you decided to
manifesto.
visit? Or yes, thank you.
Of course.
Oh, all right then. I see how it is. Well, basically, what this is there's a ring gate which potentially could unlock fascinating new methods of travel and unlock all sorts of mysteries. But the big thing about this system is there's a bunch of research about it and figuring out how it gets powered and everything. So
you're just researching it. That's it.
yes and no.
Huh.
Since I'm a lab rat, as you appropriately called it, or yeah, I just like looking at interesting things.
Fair enough.
And what about you? What brings you here?
I don't know if I'm inclined to say, but I guess just a little bit of adventure. Heard some rumors.
To everyone his own mystery.
You see the bartender
So
slide up.
saying,
Rumors. A lot of rumors.
Are there not always rumors of rumors?
That's true. Bartenders get them all.
Well, what have you heard?
Yes.
Absolutely nothing.
Uh-huh,
First
sure.
rule of a bartender: don't share.
Also, second rule of a bartender: if you don't know, you can't share. And trust me, I
That's
ramble.
also true. So how long?
Can't
have
hear
been
you, Art.
Can you hear me
There you
now?
Yep.
Sorry, I was messing with my push to talk. So can I rejoin the bar? Can I like walk back in when
Yeah.
you're saying this and overhear this conversation? Okay.
Yeah,
I hope
you
you're looking for a
you kind of
fight
are
again.
just like standing out there, and you're like, I'm bored now, and so you kind of like step back inside.
No, I was angry. They didn't have the weapon that I wanted. So I
Oh,
come
okay,
back in.
gotcha.
Can I roll intimidation to see if I can like get some more information out of you?
Out of who?
Is that how it works? Out of the bartender.
Oh yeah, go ahead. If you want to try and roll intimidation, be like, give me the information there. You can
Yeah,
go ahead.
give me the rumors. Okay.
Yeah, give me the rumors you've heard. How we solve problems. Also, Zach, as you've walked out, you're kind of stepping back to your to your shop, which is just this. It's not really like a shop. It's kind of this little makeshift shack you've made, kind of out in the open here, where you've been taking random parts and trying to manufacture it all together, and you're kind of sitting there and like working on something that you found. Let me know what you've rolled, and please put it in RP chat. Also, I should have probably changed that back. I'm sorry to all the watchers. You've been watching literally nothing happen, except for a small snippet of us. I'm very sorry. I have to get used to doing
but
that.
that's the funnest way to do it.
Of course. Whoops. Oh, better now.
All right. Do I now have to roll that evil die? What do I have to roll?
You aren't rolling. He's intimidating the bartender.
No.
I rolled the 21, I think. 19 on a d20 and 2 4s.
Yep, that's 21.
Yes, non-nat 21.
All right, I'm going to
Also,
have him roll an instinct save. Seven. Ooh, you kind of like, you step inside the bar and you're like, ugh, you have the gun I want. Ooh, rumor. And so you walk. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I walk up and I'm like, I just look angry because they didn't have the gun I want, and I'm, come on, man, you have to know some rumors. You can't be lying to me. I know you know something.
So, okay, you can't be lying to me. I know you know something. And he's just kind of like, he's like trying to chat, and he's like, yeah, well, rumors, I don't really know any rumors. And so you kind of, you slam your fist down on the table, and he just goes, chill. I don't know anything, I swear. What would I know?
I look at this guy and think, what is wrong with him?
All right, so I like pull my fist up and then like, rub my head, and I'm like, all right, barkeep, just give me another beer. And then I sit down in front of him.
All right. You kind of, this one's on the house.
I was about to say something else.
It was all for the free beer, I promise.
Free beer. Well, actually, I did know something happened today. This kind of strange individual came in earlier. It was like 10 or 12 minutes before you had all entered. Also, why the heck are you all in here at the same time? You're all wackos, for one. Anyway. Okay, lab rat.
I take offense to that as well.
You're like the most normal of the group, he says to you. To Ari.
Hey, we're not even in a group.
You look like it.
I don't know any of these people.
Do I have to
Either
roll
way.
attracted now?
Oh no, you've met Ari. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
I was hoping, but I know you're gonna forget at some point. But it's
No, I would have remembered if you'd start talking to her, but yeah, roll. This is based on his characteristics. He didn't choose this for his
Okay,
defense.
one, the dice just fell on.
Oh! Oof.
That's a face to pause on.
It is
Oh
quite
my.
the face. Oh.
Whoop.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
You pulled a dash.
I rolled a 5.
A 5,
But
okay.
it did fall on the floor, so do I have to re-roll, or
Yes.
is it fine?
It's a cock dice.
Dang it, it's on polar opposite modes today.
15?
It gave me a 15.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to describe anything, but obviously,
What is wrong with my dice?
it's polar.
I hate you.
Okay, and for the viewers who don't know, he had something called a negative attribute. That means every time he meets somebody...
Just share a freaking spreadsheet.
I don't want to share it to everybody. I mean,
That's true.
Oh, yes, let me just give out my entire tabletop system to literally the entire world.
Okay, you're probably right about that part.
Yeah. So he has something called a negative attribute that makes it so he has to roll how attractive he thinks somebody is of the gender that he's attracted to. And of course, Ari is playing a female. And, well, yeah, there you go. But, yeah, it's just, he rolled it randomly, so it's just a funny little thing you'll have to keep doing. And I absolutely enjoy this. But, okay.
So Cole, real quick before we
Yeah.
resume, I did a quick sketch of my character. Would I just put
sweet.
that in the roleplay chat?
Yeah,
If I wanted
for
to share
sure.
it?
Do you mind if I share it to the video?
Audience.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Audience?
okay.
I also have one that I can post there.
Yeah, feel free, guys. If you have like ideas or discussion, or not discussion, but ideas of what your character could look like.
Yeah, this is a quick
Full-on
sketch I
post them.
literally just did like during the session. So
I still have yet to make mine, but that's because I'm a lazy person and I work too much. Excuses,
That's great.
excuses, exclusive. Nice work.
Nesrin Enver. I like her hair. Very cool.
Okay. It's a shame I can't draw characters like that.
Quick sketch. Nice work. Those of us who can't draw nearly as nicely are jealous.
And you said you had an idea for what your character looked like as well? Arthur? You are pushed to talk.
Yep, I am. Sorry, I forgot.
okay.
But no, I just needed to send it to myself.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, when you're ready, let me
Um,
know and we'll pop it up. We'll get more fluent at this eventually. But either way, yeah, let me just turn down my volume a little bit so I'm not super, super loud. Okay, there we go. At least a little bit better. Okay. And I know we haven't hit any plot lines or anything yet, but what do you guys think of this so far? Because I know that Ari, you're the first in our group, but you've played before, and Arthur, you've never played a tabletop role-playing game before. So what do you guys think? Just want to check in with you guys.
it's been pretty fun so far,
That's good.
and I'm still kind of figuring things out. And it's hard to visualize some of the characters because I don't necessarily know what they look like.
Yeah,
specifically.
totally. Ask away if you need something described, but I can also
Okay,
send
awesome.
example images as well.
That'd be great.
Or reference.
I'll mention it if I need it.
Okay, cool. I will send you what a
have no
Zelda card
clue
looks
what
like.
My character looks like.
Okay.
I imagine
I
him in
like it
kind of
too.
like a basic,
But the thing
not-
is, he's wearing thick armor.
yeah, but he could be still wearing
And a
something
snowsuit.
over the top of it. And he's also part of a science group, so that thick armor could be thinner than normal.
It's in
That
there,
is
Cole.
also true.
It's in there? Sweet.
Also, I like it. I kind of want to drop the whole violent thing though.
I mean-
it's hard.
That's totally fine if you want to. That's super cool.
Maybe I'll roll a different characteristics. I don't want to be violent and try to be angry all the time.
Well, you
No, but
oops,
it's more fun this way.
You also don't
That's
have to
hard,
apply
though. I
it.
feel bad.
You also
No,
don't have to
feel bad, you're
apply
just
it
your character.
to. You can always apply violence in a different way. Say you're totally fine in non-combat, but then as soon as you get in combat, you rage and just get super, super violent against those who are attacking you or harming your friends. Because those negative attributes don't have to be specifically for stuff at all times.
Gotcha. Well, I thought since I rolled so high that I needed to be
No.
violent all the time.
Nope, it just means you're insanely violent whenever you get violent. That doesn't mean you're always
Okay.
violent.
I'll change it then.
Okay,
I'll change
that's
it
totally
to
up
when
to you.
I when I use quantum. When I use quantum, I get very violent.
Okay, that makes sense too. So you just be
It's a good
use it.
side effect to me, but
Mhm.
I use a ton of quantum because I want to be powerful.
Yeah, it's a negative side effect.
We'll chalk up all your previous anger to you were being on the sub for hours and hours and hours.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
I'll
is
just be
totally
on time.
possible. You could just be like, "Ugh, I didn't want to be in public
I'm
transportation
looking for
for
good
hours."
information, and the barkeep's just being a jerk.
He is kind of being a little bit of a jerkwad.
By the way, my ears perk up. Not my ears. My senses perk up when I hear the barkeep mention a fascinating individual walked in moments before I left. Or walked in, English.
He walked out about 10 minutes before you left, or before you came in.
Really?
He's wearing a
Did
uniform
he-
of some kind.
Fascinating. Do you remember anything about it, or?
I don't remember anything about him.
Fascinating.
He seemed to be wearing some form of uniform.
That's all you noticed?
I see so many people.
Well, then,
That's all I can remember.
why did it pique your interest in the first place, then?
Because they said something kind of strange. They were looking for an Holy crap, that's you!
Wait, who?
You!
Me?
Yes!
Who wants to murder me?
I didn't say murder you. I said they were looking for you. Murder you, maybe. I don't know. Have you done anything?
No, I mean.
If you have,
I
you get
don't
out of
know
my
why they
bar.
wanna murder me. Maybe I did something that violated the laws. I don't know. I mean, I'm just a.
How long you been here?
rat. What would I do? Less than half an hour.
Oh yes, I'm sure you violated hundreds of transportation laws. No, you're fine.
Wait, can I get a rule book for the law?
I'm a bartender, not a bookworm.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
His
funny.
voice is going to kill me.
The one person who had.
If you're looking for a lawman, I believe there are hunters of some kind in the system. Not bounty hunters specifically, but law hunters.
Fascinating. This, I hope, might. I just closed my mouth and shut up. But why would someone want me? I spit out.
Well, you said you were looking for
He
someone,
was in a
correct?
uniform, though.
Maybe the person.
Yes, but in a uniform?
Yes,
sounds
Majora
like-
Tech uniform.
Okay, never mind. This might actually be good.
Excuse me. They said, well, I didn't really say all that much. They just said that they were looking for someone specific. And that was kind of interesting, as I don't really get many scientists or Majora Tech workers in here. They
Did he
tend to
say
stick
anything about
around
where he was
Majora Tech.
going, or?
He gave me this, and he slides like a little data chip to you.
Wow, that's lucky. I pocket the data chip.
Don't prove me wrong. It better be you. Otherwise I just gave a data chip to some random dude.
Fine, all right.
Why
I
did
go
he give
pull
it
out
to
my-
you in the first place?
He gave it to
Give
me
me 1
saying
second.
he wasn't able to meet somebody in person,
Hey,
but for me to hand it to them.
Weird, strange.
And he would walk into your bar specifically?
This is so weird. I don't.
Hey,
know
you were
why.
told to meet here or something, right? That was the plan.
I was told to meet nowhere specifically. I just arrived at this place, and I guess my contact maybe knows that I like to drink, even though I
Remember,
haven't
there was
drunk in a while.
encrypted data in your thing, and it had the image of the bar, and that was... There was a reason to be here. Just FYI. No plot hole.
Okay, thank you.
Image
Not letting
of
your
the
character
logo.
forget that soon.
Okay, but you didn't sit. Oh, never mind. You didn't mention that when you sent me that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
They did.
He did.
but
I
not
mentioned
when
it
you originally
today.
sent it to me.
Well, that's a little different.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that then.
Come on.
I just counted that as being like, wait, but he didn't mention that originally, so I guess that doesn't work anymore.
Originally, it was just meet me here, but then he sent you like within. Well, I said within the data file he sent you, there was like an embedded photo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will then proceed to. Fine, if you want me to prove that it's me, I'll just go. I pull out my terminal, open up a secure sandbox OS, open another OS inside of that. I forget what the virtual machines. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then see if I can open the item.
All right. You you tap on it or whatever, and you open it up, and it brings up some different
Do I
data
need to attack?
files. Nope. It just opens up for you.
Fascinating.
It says system authentication recognized.
I see what he did. I also go through and verify that. I go scan all the files real fast with my
Antivirus.
antivirus as well as code. Open it up in a code checker or code editor
Okay.
if I can. See for any
Notepad plus plus.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So you open up the code and into, well, not code, but your information from these different packets into whatever you're pulling it open into instead of like a data terminal on your holographic tablet. 3 out of the 5 seem to be empty.
Interesting.
Another of the fourth of the 5, I would say, has like a code that's been integrated into it.
Can I roll technology to see if I recognize anything there, or
Yeah, you can go ahead and do
sorry,
that.
I should say roll systems.
Yeah, roll systems. And try and decode it.
I rolled a non-nat 20.
A non-nat 20. All right. You're able to peel it apart pretty quickly. You just kind of like, you have all these different controls and stuff that you're messing around with, and all of you guys are like watching him through this holographic screen. All this data is just kind of flying everywhere, and he's pulling it all apart, and then clicks it all back together. It seems to be some form of like wavelength.
Okay. Can I roll knowledge to see if something triggers about wavelength and a bunch of the files, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
Ten.
10. All right. It doesn't click super well, but it's just kind of like a jagged line of different, what looks to be information on a wavelength of some kind, but you're not quite sure exactly what it is. The 5th file you open up, and it states eyes everywhere.
Oops. I then activate Passatap and my isolator.
Passatap?
To tap into the security feed as well as basically isolate the system.
Oh, your like little location
so that I
here.
can modify some of the files around here and make sure that it looked like I just like opened it up, closed it, and then just did nothing.
Okay. roll
It was like weird.
systems. Everybody else, including
Since I'm
including Zach, all of you need to roll perception.
since I'm using these two, since I'm using these two bonuses, these two dice roll options, does that give an effect on what I have to roll for system, or do I
Roll
just
them
roll once, or do
separately.
I
Roll twice, once for each. And if you have bonuses from them, you can associate your bonuses with that.
You said including Zach, right?
No, that was for him only. You are all just rolling perception.
Hmm.
All right. And if you guys
Is that a
could put your
natural
rolls in
20,
chat.
Arthur? No. Yeah, Arthur.
What's that?
Is that
Was it a
natural
nat 20?
I rolled a d20 and then I got a 1 for my 6, and I only have a 1
So
6-sided
that's
dice.
a natural
So you rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nat 20s are
don't know.
really good.
Okay.
Like,
cool.
they're pretty much a guaranteed whatever it is. They're like a critical roll. And a critical fail is a 1.
So what do I win?
You win an all-expense-paid trip.
Also, do I have to roll a regular system to see if I can switch out the, I guess, timestamps and whatnot
Yes.
to do what I'm trying to do?
Because you're able to isolate it and kind of lock it down in the local system. All these holograms just kind of like spiral out from your system, and they're all kind of like wrapping around you during the middle of you in this bar. And the bartender's just like blindly staring at you like, holy crap.
Okay, I got a 10.
Okay.
For changing the system.
So, those are the rolls for you guys. Non-net 20, 10. Oh no, those are okay. So your perceptions.
I
all of you
basically try to
guys.
rewind the last 10 seconds that I was accessing the data,
Mhm.
and then replace it with what it currently is.
Okay, instead of rewinding, you're able to just like really fizzle out the last like 10 seconds of you doing everything in that. So it just is kind of like regular, glitch, regular. Any feeds that are around you are corrupted within that like 10-second span, including when you were like interfacing with everything. And you collapse it all back
Doing
into your
the
tablet and
cool
put it back
thing.
down. Everybody who rolled perception, Arthur, Ari, and Zach. Zach, I'm going to say you first. Well, no, we'll go with Arthur first since you rolled highest. Arthur, you, as you see him kind of doing that, you're just kind of like, fancy light show, I don't care. And you're looking around the area. You see this, like, hooded figure, this cloaked figure, push his way out of the bar very sketchily, I could say. And he seems to have a long tail. Roll knowledge. Now, Ari, you see what looks to be somebody like bash their way out of the bar, but that's all you see. And then Zach, you see somebody walk past your little station in a hurry, walking in the other direction from the bar.
I assume I was too focused on this, and
Oh yeah,
I
nope.
guess kind of hoping that I impress someone.
Did I see who? Like a description or no?
You see a robed figure, that's it. Not robed, but let's say a hooded and cloaked figure.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. I'm going to say it actually isn't a tail. You thought it was a tail, but it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be some form of like, I'm gonna say holographic, like the color, like the reflective, like coloration, like surface, like that kind of color, but on two distinct items, kind of pushing out of the bottom of the cloak that this individual was wearing. Look, they look kind of like dragonfly wings from what you saw, but that's it.
So, and he's like he's running out of the bar, or is
Yeah,
he, like...
you see the individual like cloaked up and smashes his way out of the the doors.
Oh, so
and
he's making
he
a
vanishes
scene.
after that. No. He's just kind of like JCap instantly started like deleting all the files and stuff, and this guy instantly just books it.
Huh.
I think I already know what race it is.
I don't, but I go check the door and see that he's gone, I guess. Is that...
You kind of like push on the door
Remember,
a little bit.
you're violent and you can get angry.
Well, he's kind of decided otherwise on how that works.
I don't want to be angry all the time. That's hard.
You kind of like push open the door on this like industrial door. So it kind of goes, and you look out and you see this robed figure just walking down, and you see Zach's character who's like sitting in this stall that he's built. He's constructing something, and he's kind of like.
And I'm probably just sitting there
I'm
watching.
working on my prototype weapon.
Yep. You've peeled off not peeled off, but taken this weapon off your back and are working on it there. But you watch this person walk right past you.
How long has Zach been on this station?
For some time.
Hey, do I notice that our companion, I forget what your name is, Uther? That you like
It's Era.
Era. Okay.
You didn't
Do I
really leave. You
notice
just
that
kind of
you
poked your
moved?
head out of the door.
Yeah, I'm
consider
thinking
that
if I
and
should
then immediately
follow
go
or
back.
not.
Can I roll perception now? See if there's
No.
anything weird left.
There's nothing weird left.
I asked Zach's character, like, have you seen that cloaked figure before roaming around this bar?
Nope.
Did he look sketchy to you, or was that just me?
He looked sketchy, but I don't care. And I go back to work.
All right, I follow the guy, but I'm not like chasing after him. I'm just like
Tailing
walking.
him.
I'm tailing him. Yeah.
Can I go now
Okay.
follow this guy who's just acting weird now? E.g. Art. Since Art just did like a walk off.
Yeah, well, you see,
After
like,
I just had that.
and Torin, you like notice the door like moved, and that's it. And then also, of course, that Art's character is like looking out, and then like pushes the door open and like books it.
And obviously, I hear him ask Zach's character scene isn't there.
Yeah, you seen this guy before? He looks sketchy to you, or is that just me? Then walk.
I think we got a space cop.
That'd be kind of interesting, actually.
Should be.
One of those law
Okay.
hunters.
Okay, can I run up to him and see if he, if I can still, by the time I get to the door, can I still see Art?
Yeah, you run up to the door and you can see him kind of just walking off. Quick, I'd say fast walking in the direction of what looks to
Yeah,
be
it's
a
like a
cloaked
brisk
figure.
pace.
Yeah, you're just kind of like. And off in the
Okay.
distance, you
I'm
see a
also
cloaked
now
figure
going
kind
to-
of like turning left into an alleyway and vanishing.
Right, okay. Can I do a reflex? Well, can I do an agility thing and try to like basically toss out my one of my smart nodes at? Well, I mean the barkeep. One sec. Let me analyze my options here.
Ari, what are you doing?
I have no idea, honestly.
You saw the whole
mean-
thing kind of occur, but you didn't like see
Yeah.
the dragonfly wing looking things.
No, I just saw something leave.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not sure.
You instantly watch as Era. What's your character's name, Arthur?
Era.
Era. A-E-R-A.
You say Era, peek his head out the door, and do the same thing we've discussed already.
Mm. Should I follow him then?
You like adventure?
That's true. But at the same time, I feel like his character is quite reckless. So that
I'm
might
still
not be the
following.
wisest decision.
Adventure
I don't
doesn't
know. I
always
think
mean
I
wise.
stay. I think I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Your character kind of stays put. You can see that J-Cap, I can't remember your character's name either. I'll get them eventually.
Intaris.
Antares, you're kind of standing there like, and then you're kind of like rummaging through different systems and stuff, looking for options.
And then I just decided to heck with that. I'm just gonna go after him and see what the heck this is.
You go,
Do I
zoop,
still
and then
see art?
sprint out. You
Do I still see art?
you see Era like standing at the alleyway, kind of looking in it, and Arthur, you as Era can see like down this alleyway where there's lots of different like hanging items and stuff kind of in this area, as well as like smoke and stuff. There seems to be a couple like food shops and things down here, as well as like people with, of course, like these cybernetic like enhancements on their eyes, walking around and doing their own thing. You hear one guy in the very back go, "Hey, watch your step!"
Can I roll stealth real fast to see if I can blend in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just start walking towards that guy that said that.
Okay.
I have no cares.
Torin?
Well, that makes it easier for you to tell.
Is it fine if I activate my active suppression
You're going to have to remind me what that is.
for stealth? It has a PU cost of 3, and it
Yeah.
gives me a bonus of 2.
That's fine.
Do I know the person that said that, or do I just know like the general direction of the sound?
You just know the direction of the sound, and that somebody got hit real, well, at least was bumped into pretty significantly.
And I don't see the cloaked figure at all anymore.
There's a crowd of people in this area. It's very full. Roll perception, though.
Me, I guess I'll take to the air and watch as events unfold.
Okay. You unfurl your wings and float up into the center of this massive area. Okay.
I'm gonna go try to. I'm gonna make my sounds, whatever running I'm making, less loud, as well as basically borrow some clothing from a
Shopkeep.
shopkeep and say,
Okay.
"I'll pay for this later."
You go snag and you like wrap it around yourself as you're running. You have this long coat now.
And now I look different.
Yes,
Can I
at least a
roll
little bit.
perception to see if I can see this person anymore, or this?
Yep.
Um,
I don't know if you heard
okay.
me earlier, but I did ask that too.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I did not
You
hear
good? You're good. But I like your thinking.
In the meantime, I'm gonna roll perception to see what I can see unfolding here. Now that I'm airborne.
Okay. All right, roll perception. You're above the
That's
crowd.
a nice 19 there.
Very nice. Yeah, so you kind of like, you're hovering up above this like alleyway, and all of it kind of stretches around into this big ring, by the way. I'd say cylinder, but it's all one plane. It doesn't like wrap around like this. It's all just this plane. And you kind of fly into this large alleyway. It stretches up for quite some time. It seems to continuously do that for multiple levels of these different like elevations of the station. And you can see this individual kind of like push this dude over, Actually, he gets thrown over to the side himself quite a lot too, and bumps into the wall, and then kind of flips himself around again and keeps going. As you kind of like, I'm assuming like drift at least a little bit closer, and you kind of like keeping level. Roll perception further.
Okay.
Arthur, what'd you roll?
So
18.
I rolled a nat 20 again, and then a 1 win. So is that 21, or is that...
21,
that
yes. Natural 21.
Yeah, that's a natural 21.
21?
19 perception, 18. I'm gonna do something really quick, so this is not so. This will help out, I think, quite a bit for our stream there. I think that'll work pretty well. Well, actually, no. I'll keep it up there for everybody, but at least it's bigger. So, okay. You rolled your dice are rolling pretty well. So you got a natural 21. You've
my
got like
phone,
hawk
so-
eyes. Well, it's okay. Yeah. You've got like hawk eyes. You just like you can see through the crowd, and you see this this figure bump into somebody else, and their hood falls off. And they don't look humanoid at all. In fact, they look quite insectoid.
I knew it.
Okay. Can I roll agility to try to catch up to him since he's, like, booking it now?
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna fly to the air following him. if I
All
can.
right. And your roll was a 19 perception and an 18 for what?
That 18 was the perception the second time. 19
Oh.
was for my initial perception.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're 18. Gotcha. Okay, so you're 18. You see the hood fall off, but you don't see enough. You just see that it's not human.
Well, perhaps
As-
another target to discuss spirituality with.
And Cap, you're able to sneak through the crowd quite effectively. And Ari, I'm just saying you've been kind of like just very lightly tailing them, and you're kind of like standing at the Nempateket's shop, in his little stall that he's constructing his weapon. So Zach is building his gun, and you're just kind of standing next to him,
Okay.
watching this all unfold. And you see the Zellion, which is this avian with wings. He flies up into the middle of the station, starts like drifting along, kind of like a legitimate eagle, eagle-eyed.
Do I
And he's kind
notice
of just
this?
drifting along there. Notice what?
Vizelian.
I'd say yeah. You see him like
Do I as well?
yeah. You guys all kind of see him.
I rolled
No,
a
I'm
8
curious.
agility.
An 8. Okay. Okay. So you guys,
I'm gonna ask.
what's up?
Sorry.
You're good?
I'm gonna ask Arrow. Right, Arrow. Is that the name again?
Era.
Era. I'm gonna ask Era if I could. Well, what he started running from, or to.
Toward.
Toward. Yeah.
Well, I'm like booking it. Well, I'm trying to book it. I don't know what 8 agility gets me, but
You're
so, like,
running
are
into
you with
people.
me?
Yeah, he just kind of appears next to you randomly. You're like, oh crap! I didn't realize you were there.
Hi.
You almost
What
punch
are
him in
you
the
running
face
toward?
really quickly, and then you're just like, oh wait, sorry.
What are you running toward?
Well, when we were in that bar and you were messing with that data chip and all the lights came, this being ran out really quickly and was looking pretty sus. So I chased after him.
Where did he go?
Red sus.
He's right this way. I just
I
saw
also-
his hood fall over, and he does not look human. He looks like an insect.
Weird. Strange. Do I notice Vizelian is flying in the same direction that
Yes.
Arrow is pointing? Okay, Arrow. Sorry.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go use the Zelian as my guide,
All right.
since this is kind of bizarre that the Zelian's up there floating.
I will follow as well.
Okay.
So since I'm tailing them, do you think I should like try to stay pretty like behind? Am I still like pretty like hidden? Do they know I'm there?
I'm saying you're probably like out of their visual range and they don't know you're coming. But you're
Okay.
kind of just fascinated enough to you're like, I don't want to be in this situation. I just want to know what's happening.
Yeah, right.
And Zach, I don't know if you're following them as well, or are you still at your station working on your gun?
Just at my station.
Okay.
My character doesn't care.
Gotcha. Roll knowledge. Zach.
Alright, give me a sec.
Can I roll agility real fast just see if I can run faster?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the perks of flight. I don't have to deal with people.
Yeah, that is a perk. Also makes you look a target. Welcome back.
Yeah. Well, if I fly just right, no one knows I'm tailing them.
A 13. Or
13?
Yeah.
Okay. You know you saw something on the guy who ran past you earlier, and that all of them started chasing. And Ari's just been kind of passively walking toward them in that direction, being like, I wonder what's going on. I don't want to get punched. You know you found something interesting on him that might be beneficial to you, but you're not quite sure.
Do you really want my character to chase somebody, don't you?
I'm just giving you
I
a
don't
reason
know.
why maybe your character would be more interested in it.
My character kind of packs up the prototype he's working on,
Okay.
puts it on his back, and chasing after him.
Okay. Kind of like, whatever that is, it might be kind of fascinating to use. Okay.
Since he got up and left and is now chasing everyone, and I was kind of by his booth. I'm like, all right, I gotta follow these guys, so I start following him.
Okay. Cool. And was there any more
Can't you
rules
still see me?
there? All right, Cap, you got 10 agility. You're attempting to also push through the crowd, and they're really getting like all bunched in. But
All right, can I use my jetpack?
you can roll an agility. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The person in front of you two is also not doing much better, and Cap, you're kind of catching him, even without the jetpack.
Okay, one second.
Torin, are you nearing him?
I'm just gonna continue to follow through the air. This is
Okay.
interesting.
You're kind of hovering there, and it like the whatever it is, the creature kind of whips its head around and looks up at you, and you can see its like insectoid face now staring directly at you. Roll knowledge.
I'm just gonna wave. Like, hi!
Roll knowledge. And also, Arthur, Era can also roll knowledge for that too. So it wouldn't be out
cool.
of...
I got 3 dice for this one. Heck yeah. That's a good old 13. Why am I good with 13s today?
Lucky number.
It's your lucky day.
It's my lucky number for today, yeah.
13's lucky.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
So cool, I rolled a 7 for my jetpack. I'm not
Okay.
having luck.
Gotcha.
I guess it's my researcherness, having not gone to the gym. I was to the lab rat. Okay.
You're like, I've never actually used this before. Boop, boop, boop. Yeet.
I think I went the wrong way.
Oh no.
I got a 2, Cole.
All right, yeah, you're
does
like,
this-
whatever it is, it's an insect. I don't like insects. That's it.
Can I still run after?
Yeah,
I
you kind of
notice-
like, you jump yourself in the air very lightly, just like, poof, and you go, whew, clump, and back into the crowd, and a whole bunch of people are like, ah!
Okay. Was I able while I did that to spot the guy who was running from me? I assume roll perception now.
No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna say yes. You didn't see what he was.
Okay.
You just saw the figure who was kind of like staring upwards. That's all you saw.
And I'm still with Antares,
Did I-
right? Like I can still see him, so I can see the hooded
Yeah, you see him
figure.
jump with his jetpack and then fall back down in the middle of the.
All right, so I'm still following him then.
Yes.
While I saw him looking up, did I notice which direction he was looking?
Kind of like if you're this way, he's looking this direction, like kind of back towards you and up.
Okay. Do you think he possibly saw me? Well, let me see. How would I know that?
You're not sure. He's looking above you either way.
Yeah.
But that's all you saw. You didn't see what his race was.
But yeah, I just wave at him like, "Hi."
Okay,
And
now
then
that I've
nod,
regained
dri-
my footing, can I see if I can run a bit faster again? If my researcher legs don't give out.
Yeah, everybody roll an agility roll, including Ari and Zach. You two as well.
Agility.
Okay, I got an 18 for agility.
18.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at my sheet really
There's no
quick.
water in here. Ooh.
Yeah, just 18. Okay.
All right. So you have an 18 roll. You actually managed to catch these guys. They're all trying to struggle through, and you're just kind of like, yeah, left, right, left. I'm used to this.
It helps being silent.
Yeah, you just
Am I
navigate
am I
through all
still
these
in
guys.
stealth, by the way?
And here I am
Yes.
just flying.
I rolled a 19, Cole.
A 19 for agility again? Okay. So, Ari, you're about to catch up to him, and then he starts just, like, kind of, like, barehanding his way through the group. A little bit rough with a couple individuals, but still, like, able to push through quite fast. And you actually come out on the other side of this area, and you can see that you're on what looks to be some form of kind of like a strip of some kind with a whole bunch of different like larger shops and these buildings that are kind of embedded into the rock in the walls. And from here over, it looks like everything is airlocked into the asteroid, so nothing is like blown out if there's a rupture of the shields in the station. And you can see the individual is what looks to be looking up, and then he stares right in your eyes, just like right in the middle of this large path. You can see these like vehicles kind of like rolling past you as well.
Mirror him.
Huh?
Whose eyes was he looking at?
At Arthur's.
Okay.
Era. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Ari's.
Nope. You, Era.
During that brief moment of connection, did
Brief moment of connection.
started so funny when their eyes
We had a real
locked
connection.
and they had a soul gaze, whatever.
Gauge.
Whatever. I don't speak English well. Am I able to guess what direction he's going? Does he trip? Does he do anything stupid? Or
He's not moving anymore.
oh, okay. I'm gonna detour around him, go the opposite way, and
You're
That
in
way I
like an
can, like,
alleyway,
pinch him.
and then it opens up after that. And he's standing right here. This is the alleyway. This is the big path. There's no way you can sneak around behind him.
crud. Okay.
He's got all eyes on that one area. And Torin, you're kind of like drifting up above him. And Ari, you're able to like kind of scoot in there as well. And there's the rules for everybody's knowledge there.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
gonna.
Zach, you're also able to push through the group quite well and kind of get up to the main party.
Can I do?
Yeah, I'm gonna just like drift down behind him.
Okay, just like, doop.
Mhm.
All right. You're all now looking at this like insectoid race of some kind, and he's just kind of like eyeballing all of you. Everybody roll knowledge,
Okay.
except for Arthur, because you rolled a 2 the last time you tried. If you've already identified, because I think Torin, you rolled a knowledge on him already.
Yeah, that was a 13.
Yeah. You know what he is, but not much else. And you already know what he is. But he is a Turai. No, Torin.
Mm-hmm. July.
Yep.
Insectoids from Andromeda.
Yep. Everybody else who's rolling. And I guess I'll give you a second chance on that one there. Arthur. you
Roll
can
a
re-roll
what now?
knowledge. Knowledge.
No, I'm cool.
Okay.
I got a 23.
Can I re-roll?
Natural? No, you cannot
Yeah.
reroll.
It's natural 20.
Wow. Yeah, you instantly, like, it clicks in your head. That's a Turai. Yeah, they're insects from Andromeda. Like, the galaxy that's waged war against us. It looks like the Turai is not wearing anything, like, visually identifying about him besides the fact that he is just a Turai. And they have these, like, large, like, 4 large dragonfly-like wings that they can, bring out that just kind of sit flush on their back, which is what you saw earlier, Arthur. And what did everybody else roll there? I can see the the rolls. 5 for knowledge. Cap, yeah, you're like, a bug. For a lab rat, you don't know much about Andromeda. And for the unnatural 20 there, Zach, you're also able to see that it is definitely a Turai. And he does have some interesting tech seemingly on that he's like wearing. And it seems like he has a gun on his side that might be very interesting if you got it.
Can I yell at him?
Yeah.
I yell at him. Say, what are you doing here? Why are you running away?
Why are you chasing me?
Because only guilty people run.
All right.
That
can
is
I
not
stealthily
true.
pull out my gun?
Turai run.
Can I stealthily pull out my gun and
Roll stealth.
prep it for? Okay.
I'm gonna just put
Just
my
hoping
hand like
for disable
this
him.
next to my mouth, and so they can't hear me. And be like, I was just gonna ask you about your spiritual aspects.
You say that to him just like, hey, wait. Who do you worship? He just kind of like,
you ready to meet
he
your
kind of like jumps because he didn't realize you're sitting there. He's like, ugh.
Sorry, I did not mean to scare you.
Well, you did.
I apologize.
What do you mean?
Like, who do you worship? Like, some people worship the omnipotence, some people...
What kind of question is that?
I input my stealth roll. Can I be stealthy about this?
I'm curious. I've never met,
Non-nat 21.
Turai
Yeah,
before.
you kind of like... And you, kind of like
I
pull
pull it
out
up,
your
but
gun
it's not
very
up.
slowly.
Remember how my gun is the HUD? I can actually see where it's pointed
Yeah.
on my HUD. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
you
that
kind of
to
like
keep it
target
right
him with your
fire.
HUD. He seems
Yeah.
distracted, currently.
Thank you for the convenient
While he's
timing.
distracted, I reach for the gun and take it.
Well, I mean, like, there's a distance between you guys. You're not that close to him.
Yeah, we're like probably what?
Only I
20
ever
feet
got
away,
that
so-
close.
Yeah, I'd say you're like,
All you did was whisper into his ear.
yeah, you guys are like 10 feet
Who do
from
you
him,
worship?
and Torin is literally like right here on him. He's like, you're invading my personal space, man. He goes,
Right.
I worship no one.
So you're atheists.
No. Stop asking me weird
So you...
questions.
But if you're don't worship anyone,
Silence.
then you...
Wait, side question. Does his race just really care about like their god, or is this a negative trait or characteristic?
It's a trait that Torin chose about his character to be very I'll let you
Spiritual.
explain. Yeah.
Yes, I'm an extremely spiritual person.
Spiritualist.
So
And
that's all you
everybody
care
else
about.
is like standing here,
much.
by the way. Like this is you guys, and there's like him right here, and Torin's just like right there. And Ari, what are you doing in the group? Because you're kind of like at the back, but you're still like in this kind of group, like looking at it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should say anything because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on here.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Wait, has anybody though seen me pull my rifle?
Nope.
Or my.
You're just kind of like,
This is all very confusing.
Not even Ari.
nope. Ari's the one who's very like supremely focused on the Turai standing in the middle of all of you guys. And I will
Well, I'm
quickly
gonna
send a
put my
reference
hand
image.
behind my
for
back.
For an
everybody.
assassination or something.
I'm gonna send you guys
Well,
a,
I'm gonna
a
put my
reference
hand behind my
image.
back. So.
Is there? Do I have
gonna what?
any ammunition?
Can
that I-
Nazarene step closer at all, or is it pretty much blocked off by everybody?
I'd say you could like push through the group and step closer.
Oh, I'm gonna put an
Oh,
arm behind
no.
my back and extend a hand and be like, "Name is Mordek Galathenius. May I ask who you are?"
You say that to him?
Cool.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna very quickly
Extended a
send
hand.
an example of what a Turai could look like. This is just a reference
Cool.
image from Pinterest, but it's something that I could see them looking
Win
like.
Nezrim?
Let's see.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does
that's an
Nezrim
example.
accidentally bump into me while I've got my
Of course, you can't see that one.
stuff prepped?
Okay, so just to recap, because I kind of zoned out for a second.
Mhm.
So for my knowledge roll, you explained a little bit about this. Could you explain it one more time, just so I got everything?
Yeah. So, to give you a little backstory on this too, you guys are in the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy, and there was a faction from Andromeda called Clan Liao that was invading the Milky Way and trying to take over the space that you guys occupied. The Turai are a race from Andromeda, and they don't usually mix very well. You don't often see Andromeda races in the same group. It's rare that you do. Like sometimes you do. But you know that this guy is definitely like a race from Andromeda, the Turai.
Okay. Cool.
And they are insectoid, as well, obviously, as the reference image shows.
Okay. So I think Nazarene kind of pushes her way through up
Okay.
to the front.
You do bump into Cap's character, and you kind of like, and just kind of like grab your gun real quick and be like, hi. And then kind of like slowly continue to draw it. Hold on, I'm going to roll a perception.
I hope this doesn't mess with my aim.
Oh!
Wait, I don't want to injure her.
So as you're like, hi.
Or all the other innocents are likely in front of you.
Well, there's
But I was
nobody
gonna
else
ask-
between you and the Turai. There's like maybe one stray person that like walks between the group every once in a while. Just like, what the heck is going on? Just continues to walk.
Is he pointing away from me? Right? Can I
If-
like
if
sneak up
you're
on him and get
here-
ready to punch him? for
If you're
example?
this camera, he's looking this way.
Okay, so
And
I'm
he's
still
looking at Torin's
visible.
character, who's like, nice to meet you. The Turai just like drops his cloak, and you see all of his like insect wings just go and like extend out instantly.
Do I have any like trank or anything that I can use to knock him out versus like actually injuring him?
Not really.
Okay,
You didn't
then I'm
really
just gonna have
plan
to
for
aim
that part of
vital
it.
or semi-vitals. Something that I
You
can,
don't know
like,
where the
disable
vitals
him.
are. All you know is that he's an insect.
How am I gonna disable this guy?
Well, he noticed your gun and he looks at you, like your hand,
Okay,
and then
I'm
looks
gonna
up at your eyes.
quick fire. I'm gonna quick fire
like-
real fast.
Okay,
Yep.
we'll
I'm
start
gonna release-
combat.
Yeah.
All right, everybody roll initiative. And that is your agility, just number, plus a d20 roll.
Oh, that's a convenient roll. Okay.
So you don't do the like the 6-sided dice. You just add whatever your number is to the d20.
Yeah, it just makes initiative faster.
15.
So what am I adding to the
24.
d20?
You're adding your agility, just like score, not the roll,
Okay.
just the score, the number.
Cool, cool.
My dice keeps on hitting everything. I think I'm gonna roll it elsewhere. Gosh dang it. $15.
All right, put it in chat, please. Perfect, thank you. All right, I will quickly, Ari and Cap, you guys need to decide who's going first. You can roll d6s, you can do whatever.
D6.
I rolled a 15 too.
Oh, right. All three of you decide who's going first.
Okay, then we do need to roll a d20 then.
Yeah, roll d20s.
Okay.
This kind of has me
Would you
pumped.
all?
This is exciting. Yeah, everybody put in your tiebreaker, please. Torin, are you writing out initiative?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm just
Aye.
gonna put your freaking username.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just a d20, no whatchamacallits.
No
added in, right?
modifiers.
Okay.
Correct. Yep. Cool.
Wait, so why do they get to go first with 15?
They don't. I'm just having them roll for
Yeah.
which one goes first of the three.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna like what I put down for the guy.
Is it going to be
Yeah.
Bugman? You guys are just, by the way, I would like to just put this in precedent real quick. You are attacking a stranger. This guy
You're
has done
welcome.
nothing bad to you besides
He's
run away.
suspicious. And a dead
Let's
man
just
tell
shoot
no
him.
tales. Dead men tell no tales.
Dead
My
man.
character likes combat, so
Yeah,
I'm always
he's just
ready
like
for a fight.
pumped.
I wanted to get more information, but these guys started.
Yeah, you're
a
like, I'm going to
fight.
step forward.
The fight hasn't started officially yet.
Yep, that's true.
I'm
He's
about
pulling out
ready
his
to
gun. You can
fire.
ask him some questions before we start.
Dude, why were you running? Right after...
You can see he's like
I
very ready with
accessed
his
the
wings
data.
that are just kind of like, they're buzzing every once in a while and they kind of make a zzz. I do not need to tell
Right
you
after I
anything.
received.
What are you doing in this galaxy?
He kind of goes, like looks at you a little bit more, someone who knows something. I have my reasons.
Yeah.
Can Durai not be in the Milky Way?
I have nothing against you, by the way.
I know, you're very
I'm gonna
annoying.
glare.
You shouldn't be here.
Perhaps I should, and you don't know.
Oh, dang it.
And I'm just gonna
Um,
glare in their direction.
Guys, stop hurting my friend.
Guys, I just want to talk to him about spiritual things.
Yeah, you guys are all hearing what Ari's saying now, by the way. You shouldn't be in this galaxy. Why are you here?
By the way, just for threat analysis, is Torin in direct line of fire?
Yes.
E.g. right behind him.
No,
From me.
he's like right next to him.
Okay. That's going to be an interesting call then.
Yep.
Um,
Roll a crit fail.
Yeah, I'm rolling. I'm looking directly at you, by the way, with a severe glare.
Yeah, we have weapons ready. We don't need to use initiative. He's done nothing to provoke attack.
So why are they chasing you? What have you done?
I walked out of a building.
there's such a thing as data privacy and suspicious
Yeah,
behavior.
after something happened. Why did it make you run?
How are you interfacing with the surveillance system? He asks.
Well, that's
I was interfacing with a surveillance system.
Yeah, within the localized network.
I'm bluffing right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Roll
Can I roll perception?
deception.
Can I roll deception?
Roll deception.
Is it okay if I go with you to learn more about your culture?
No.
I don't think you'd want to go.
You'd be
Well,
correct.
seeing as you have no reason to talk to me anymore, I guess I'll leave you be.
And you have no
As you
reason to
seem to
talk to
want.
me. Your character, all I want to do is learn about you. As
Very well.
you probably do know that Two and I are not very social creatures.
It was worth a shot. I guess I'll have to see if I can find another Turai to talk to.
They are very rare.
Mhm.
At least in Andromeda. They're one of the most populated races. Or no, in Andromeda, they're one of the most populated. In Milky Way, they're
In-
very rare. 16.
By chance, do you know someone who could talk to me about this stuff?
He just ignores you.
So why are you freaked out about the surveillance system? Are you not supposed to be here?
He kind of narrows his eyes. Apparently, it wasn't you. But I'm having a hard time believing you.
Was it me? What?
No, he's talking to Cap, who accessed the surveillance system. You ask lots of questions.
Because
You're being
you were
chased
running
by
as
a group
I
of
was
people, and I'm
accessing
trying to get to the
sensitive
bottom of
data.
why.
So why are you chasing me?
Because I don't know what you're doing, running away from. For all I know, but this, you could be.
He
Like,
thinks you have
perfect.
some sort of knowledge about whatever his dealio is.
Delio. Roll perception on him real quick. Everybody. Including Zach.
I'm just
Am I
gonna
still
take
in
the
high
air
guard?
too.
Am I still in guard with my weapon?
Yeah, you
Or am
kind of
I,
have it like
just
out. You
focused?
kind of have it out pointing at him.
Ooh.
His wings are like
This is-
completely ready to just like zip off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take to the air too while I'm at it.
I got a 16 again.
All right. 17, 19.
I got a non-natural 22.
Dang!
Because I
Pretty
want
good
to
rolls.
shoot him. Oh, I mean, I don't want to shoot him, but at the same time, he is acting suspicious, and I want to find out what he knows.
Yeah, you have sneak attack on him. Or not sneak attack. You have start of combat on him, so you do get to shoot him. Although, he did...
I shoot
Actually, he noticed...
I
noticed
don't
that,
necessarily need to shoot.
he noticed that
he
you
did
had your weapon out, so I think initiative roll counts. Otherwise, you would have been able to get a private shot on him.
Yes.
17, 19, 16, non-net 22. All right, the only person who notices is Ari. Oh, wait, Uther, you haven't... Arthur, you have not rolled.
Do I need to do perception?
Yep.
I then say, I'm gonna then ask him if you would just be willing to, if I could just ask you what you saw,
Oof.
or why you actually left, and you'd give me a valid response.
Ari, your character notices that he's got his hands like this. He's got 4 arms, by the way. He's got like 2 up top, 2 down the bottom. There's 4 of them. You can see one of his extra hands. He's kind of turned his hand like this, like upside down, and his other hand is interfacing with one of the panels on his left arm.
What are you doing there with your hand?
He just drops them. Nothing.
Okay, this looks suspicious. Can I shoot?
All right. Pow. We're in initiative, so technically Arthur would go first.
But he did just get distracted by a conversation. Do we have to roll initiative?
But he knows
against
you have your
these?
gun drawn on him,
Okay, fine.
and he'd perceived it was
I shoot at him too. I shoot at him, but I aim for his legs.
okay.
I wanna
Roll.
aim for the wings.
I'm
Alright,
also aiming for
so-
wings too.
You might have to remind me a little bit how to do this.
All right. It's your weapon bonus plus your accuracy, or depending on what skill that it uses.
So projection, sidearm, skill bonus plus accuracy.
Yep. And then skill bonus plus accuracy is just your roll.
And these are all 6-sided dice, right?
Yes. No d20s in this roll. Since it's combat, you're rolling a combat action. You can still do other things in combat, which use d20s, but not like firing or doing a combat-specific action.
I got 3 wins.
Okay. He could roll a save. Or he could use his reaction. Ari, something else that you noticed since you did roll a non-nat 22, I'll carry off of that. He didn't seem to have any like personal shield generator or anything like that, but he had another device on like his other arm that looked to have been something like a token shield generator, which is something that takes a whole bunch of damage all at once, and I think you may have already explained what they are, but they take a whole bunch of damage and they break upon the first impact that's done to them.
Right.
And so, Arthur, you whip out your projection pistol and just pow! This energy blast, as you're like whipping it out and firing, he brings up one of his arms like lightning quick and activates his ouch, I just punched myself. His token shield, which extends out and absorbs the entire attack and breaks the shield. But you have a second major action.
I'll shoot at his legs again.
All right, just make sure that that you have enough power to use.
You get 6, right?
5.
5. So the pistol is 2. That's
You
the
could use it again.
PU.
Yep. You want to pull from the one that says with PUD. That's just for later use, but that's the one you want to really pull from.
Okay, it's the same. So
Yeah, it is the same. Also, if you'd be
I only got
okay,
2 wins that time.
all right, that's fine. Add that to your damage. He's just going to take the shot.
So that would be 8 if the damage is 6.
All right.
And it's impact. Does that matter right now?
It does, yes. Not in his case. Well, actually, yes, in his case. He's going to have a resistance to it. Your total damage was going to be 8, right? Okay. He doesn't have a shield, but he resisted half of your damage with his armor.
Insectoid armor.
Mm-hmm. You can see it's just like refracts off of his gear or in his legs. He just kind of like ducks a little bit and it kind of refracts off and then burns through his like kind of organic plating on his leg. It looks to be part of him. His armor looks like it is actually him.
Did I maim him? Is he like limping?
No, he just kind of like winces at it and there's this little scorch mark across his leg, but there's not much else done to him.
Gotcha.
All right, Torrance, you.
Me, I'm still not understanding why they're so mad at him,
Here's,
despite hearing
whoa!
what they said.
I'm a little high strung. Can you blame me? I'm a researcher. And I
I'm
have
also
sensitive
violent,
data
so I
to
like
protect.
combat.
Or potentially sensitive data.
Oh, we're shooting him?
I
All
also
right, I'm going
don't
to shoot him.
know who this is.
Why are you
I
shooting
love
at
how
him?
everyone's just like following me for whatever reason.
I don't like bugs, man. I'm gonna shoot him.
How's that?
I approve.
That's racism.
What?
No.
I don't like bugs.
If anything, it would be speciesism.
Speciesism.
It's intelligent, therefore it's basically racism.
No, it's different. We're at war with the Andromeda galaxy, aren't we?
We've been at war with them, yes.
I have no wares of war.
I'm just explaining why I'm attacking. I have no idea what this is. I just don't like
He's
bugs.
like, this guy could be a spy.
And I like combat, so.
This guy could be a spy from Clan Liao.
Yeah, some very secretive is happening here.
So Torin,
Exactly.
are you doing anything?
I'm gonna take to the air and watch everything unfold now.
All right. Use your major action to fly up into the air.
Yep.
Roll perception while you're up there.
I will. Oh. Shame 3s aren't perfect. Why they roll 3 for that? Oh, this is beautiful.
I yell at him at my target.
That
Um,
is here.
Are you from Clan Liao?
That's what you scream at him.
Yeah.
He screams back, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
I'm totally shooting this guy.
And he's dying.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice, nat 21. Lots of natural rolls today. So, it's a good start. But all right, so you fly up, and you instantly notice that there seems to be some form of military force approaching from one of the large directions, like one of this large hallway. There's a military force that seems to be kind of pulling up. There's like 3 soldiers, or you'd say they're like militia or like gunners of some kind. You're not quite sure what they are, but they're going this direction towards you.
Anything else about them besides being militia type?
Mm-mm. Not really. They're armed pretty well.
Does my character notice this?
No, only Torin did. Since he's up in the
I'm
air.
gonna fly over near them.
Okay, you kind of like drift that direction.
Mm-hmm. And see if I
Alright.
can get a better idea of who they are.
All right. You drift over toward him, and you're kind of looking at him, and one of them looks up and states, "Halt! You're under arrest for violating station law.
Station law?
Station law. Come down."
May I ask what this law is?
One of them loads like this shock-mounted like device, and there's all these electrical charges coming off the end of it. "I said come
Oh,
down."
fine. I'm gonna land approximately 7 feet away from him.
Okay. Did you look at your one hand? Yes, 5, 7.
He's including his 2 eyes in the equation.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Counting his spaces as well as his hand.
Oh.
All right. You kind of like, all right. And you goes, you. One of them goes, and he like scans you up and down and goes, "You're free to go," and then continues on. And all 3 of
Can I
them
ask
push
who you're
on.
looking for?
"You're free to go."
Because there's a two-eye over in that direction. I'm pointing over to where they are.
One of them turns around. "Bird, we will take you in for talking too much."
Never knew
Obstruction of
talking was a
justice.
climb as I turn around and walk away.
Okay, just chill. The guy kind of like unloads the electrical like shock device. It has all these like spindly arms, and it looks to have like would have shot out this like pulse of some kind, but you're not sure what it does. But they all 3 turn around.
And I'm gonna take back off and circle back around.
I'd say they're like a 5 minutes walk out. from what you were seeing. They're pretty far down. All right. It's the Turai's turn. He's not even rolling an attack.
Turai dude.
Yeah. What do you expect from a Turai?
Is he gonna fly away?
That, or he's gonna hold his ground.
Come and fly away with me.
I mean, I just shot him, so I hope he doesn't hold his ground and not attack.
Maybe he's got psychic powers and like can attack you with your brain or something.
Are you guys gonna try and stop him? You see his wings go, and they start to like just turn into like that, you know, that haze that insect wings do.
Yes, I go to tackle him.
Okay, roll a grapple.
So far I'm just waiting to see what he does.
My
I see that
character's
he's
just
done that, and
sitting
I'm like,
back.
Huh?
is he really gonna do it?
My character's just sitting in the back.
Okay, you're just kind of like, what's going on? I wanted that gun.
Can I prime my jetpack engines?
When's your action? Yeah. What'd you roll?
Do I?
I think you know what I'm gonna do.
This is a d20 roll.
Do I do a d20 plus the number of the grapple? Okay.
Yep, because this is a non-combat action.
Non-competitive.
Wait, so I still roll the 6-sided dice for the wins,
Yep.
or do I just add it?
Yep, if you're not rolling
Do I
combat, there's
die?
no special rules. Unless you're rolling, like,
I got
combination rolls with
16.
other players. 16? All right, so he starts to, like, and he starts to, like, lift off and kind of, like, float backwards, and you just kind of grab onto his legs and bring him back down. He's going to try one more
I
time because he's
say-
got 2 major actions. He is not doing well. All right,
So much for
try
his
again.
enhanced reflex.
They do. They have a lot of reflex, and this guy's got a good roll. The D20 is just not being very kind to him.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, I only got a 7 on that one, so
Oh man, that's so close.
7 for priming. Oh,
All right.
not 7. Shoot. 8 for priming my jetpack engines.
Okay. You kind of like, you know, you light them or turn them on and just kind of like ready yourself to boost off. You're like holding on to him and trying to like keep him down as he's like almost lifting you up with him. And you can feel his wings are just like, and then he like really starts like hounding it on. And you're starting to be lifted up. You have to drop him in order to not be brought up with him. And he instantly just like hits the ceiling and then starts flying off.
All right, can I pursue him with my jetpack?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for agility again, right?
Roll agility. Yes.
I'm gonna use a different dice because right now that dice is acting funny.
My nose is so itchy. Ugh. And Torin, you've made your way back. And you see the Turai zoom right past you.
All right.
17 for agility.
All right. Cool. 17 for agility.
Is that a major or is it a minor action?
This isn't combat anymore. He's broken combat at this point. And you said you rolled a 17?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep up with him and figure out where he's headed.
Okay.
Can I activate? I'm gonna use my active suppression to see if I can make myself noiseless and perhaps use my stealth suit to blend into the sky.
Your thruster pack's already probably using power.
Yeah. It uses 2 power, but active suppression uses 1 second. Active uses 3.
Okay. Then you used all your power for that section there, so that's fine.
Okay. would you rather? I'm actually gonna try to blend in with this. I'll roll stealth for minimizing sound.
Okay. All right. If you want to put your rolls there in the chat there too, so folks can see them.
Did Jacob just like jump in just for like 2 seconds?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not too rare.
Really isn't.
13.
13. All right. Well, by the time you're already like out past and like flying toward him, he's like a little rocket, and you're trying to fly behind him, and you see he's just going, like, if this is you and this is him, and I'm using my fingers for the visual demonstration, just like this. He's just leaving you in the dust. And then he like vanishes down another like a hallway and goes through an airlock and some such, and he's gone.
Okay, interesting. On the plus side, he doesn't know where I am anymore. On the negative side, I don't know where he is anymore.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go find some lodging. After I rejoin these people, make sure they're fine.
All right. You drop back down into the group with your jetpack and just as you guys watch him kind of like hover down and then land. You guys hear further off in the distance, "Move out of the way! Move out of the way!"
What's going on? I think we should go.
Off in the distance, you see these three what look
think we
like
should move out of the way,
authority
guys.
figures. One of them going and like has this big shock launcher of some kind. None of you can identify it.
Well, aside from me in the air, because I knew what they are already. As I ran into them already.
Yep.
I'm just like, ooh, this is getting interesting.
Nesrine just makes her way down the
Yeah,
out of the way,
I go back down
the
the alley as
hallway.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I
alley.
also find a way to go away
Find a way to go away. Gotcha.
without using my jetpack again, because
Okay.
I'm kind of a little power drained.
And then, Zach, are you also doing the same?
I'm kind of blending into the crowd and then heading back to my shop because my character knows one thing: stay away from the soldiers.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you kind of like blend into the group and pass through unnoticed. You're quite short, so it makes sense anyway. And you make your way back to your little stall area and start pulling apart your gun. You're working on it again. You're a little disappointed that you couldn't get that gun from that Tudai, but you'll make it work. You all kind of come back into the main dock area. And you can see ships coming in and out here and there. As well as like several massive ships in the background that are just kind of like drifting in, flying through for a little bit, scanning individual little things, then flying back out.
Can I?
What's up?
Can I check a news terminal or something
Yep.
to see what the purpose for that dispersal was?
Yep.
Dispersal. Whether it had to do with us or something else.
Wait, are we
Um,
back at the bar?
Yeah, you're back kind of like near the bar area. You're back on this other side of the area, as well as
I'm
Torin.
also gonna look for lodging. So
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna do the same, but I want to grab a drink.
okay. You guys are
What would I be rolling?
nothing. I'm just gonna tell you.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of like open up your panel. You're like, all right, news feeds, local news feeds, and then Unifica news feeds, and you hear like some blah 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 blah. The local governments are, blah, blah, blah. And then you hear local authorities dispatched onto public disturbance on lane something something, and then doing this something something. Unknown assailants were spotted doing and attacking a civilian, an armed but unwilling to fight civilian.
You two make quite the
Bizarre. I
show.
wonder if this is us. I wonder if they're referring to us or someone else.
No, it had to be that other public disturbance going on.
Yeah, I wonder how many people just jump into a fight around here.
These two knuckleheads?
Hey,
Yep.
keep in mind, I have sensitive data to protect.
And you're
No,
just gonna
that
go look
is-
for a fight?
No, that is stat protected. The omnipotents already know what the data is.
But the omnipotents are the omnipotents for a reason. What's the point of trying to hide it from them?
Exactly. If they already know, so what's the point of hiding it?
Well, I'm going to chill and take a look at whatever this data is that I was looking at.
All right.
What's your name again, by the way? You.
Me
Referring to
Which one of us?
or him?
either. What's your names?
In Taurus.
Ulrich Galatinius, at your service, milady.
Nice to meet you, I guess.
Sorry, typically getting involved in firefights isn't what I do. I was a little high-strung at the moment.
A little?
I still can't believe I let him get away.
Well,
Oh, look at that guy. I'm just glad we didn't have to fight.
like you, miss. Actually, can I please get your name too?
My name's Nazreen.
Well, Miss Nazarene. I too do not like fights, hence why I took off to the skies.
Why did you decide to tail us? If you don't mind me asking.
I didn't tell y'all. Was watching the Turai until he came to a stop so I may speak to him. As their culture is not wide known, and I want to know what gods they worship. Whether they be false gods or the true gods, which are the omnipotents.
Okay.
Religious whack
Everyone
job.
else here has their own specific brand of crazy, except for perhaps you. Unless you're willing to share what form of crazy you have. I'm
Sorry.
Nezrim.
Alright.
What do you mean by that?
Peculiarities.
I'm still not following you.
This chap over here, well, Era, whatever, likes getting into fights. This chap over here likes the weird alien god thingies and research thingies. And then we also have
Gods
me with, I
are
guess,
not alien.
my overprotective data.
And how could you call any of us alien when we specifically know what he is? You just don't know him that well.
Exactly. Which is why he's alien, because alien refers
To other.
basically something that's not native.
So technically, I'm an alien to you, and then you're an alien to me, right?
Within a specific context.
But we know he's a Turai, so therefore, how is he an
But
alien?
he's an alien from our galaxy. And that's the thing that all of us have in common over here. Unless you're willing to share
What's
what
it
you're
called
actually...
when someone goes
So you're
over to
asking
another country?
what I'm interested in.
either interested in or crazy about and are willing to do insane things for?
I'm not sure I have something quite like that. But I'm a hacker.
A hacker or a wow. I blanked on that.
She clearly hacks technology, you dimwit.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if she said hacker or packer or something that ended in hacker. I missed the first
No, I'm a hacker.
Maybe you should have gotten out of wherever you came from more.
Wait, isn't JCap supposed to be like a nervous around her?
Nervous? I don't
He just
know.
had
No,
to
not
roll how
necessarily.
attractive she was, to him at least.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
So it doesn't
Eh,
necessarily like play any other part to it.
Oh, it
And back to
can,
the
depending
alien
on your
thing.
character.
Really?
He could have been an immigrant.
Pray tell, why was he going and looking at my data?
You don't have any proof that he was looking at your data. And why
Okay,
would
maybe
we
he
have
just
to care
doesn't
about
like.
your data?
Maybe he didn't like the bright light show.
I mean, their eyes are built differently.
That is true. That is true. I have not had an opportunity to do any studies with any Turi about their biology and their physiology. So that actually would have been interesting. I should have asked him about that.
I have a question for you.
To who are you referring to?
Let's see.
Which of us?
And Antares? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
This data that you have acquired, I should say. What is it worth? Do you think?
Worth more than my life.
And I haven't seen much of us thus far.
Well, that comes from the judgment of someone who knows nothing of my life. You're welcome. Come, how did we get on this wrong foot?
I think it all started off here in the bar over there, pointing towards the seat that we sat at. Well, really where the Nepotech
Arguing
We're
about
having
whether you
that
could poison a
peaceful
robot.
discussion about viruses.
Technically, you can poison a robot.
So wait, if computer gets a virus, you say you poisoned your computer.
In a sense, yes.
We're back at this again.
We have come full circle. God, we're back at the bar again. Guys, can I just get a drink and seriously?
Sure,
Why do you
poison
have to be right?
yourself
Not
with
this again.
the physical virus
say-
that you're consuming.
Who's to say though? I want to drink an
A
alcoholic
virus is an
beverage?
illness, not
Maybe
a
I just want some water
poison.
this time, or some milk. Seriously, or coffee. I think I just want some freaking coffee.
Perhaps the bird
Can
is
I get some
vegan.
coffee?
I do like my meat, thank you very much.
I was just
However, I
guessing.
refuse to touch vermin.
Well,
What
this has
can I
been a
do to
fun
make our
evening.
relationship better?
Cap.
You know what?
Your
Maybe it's
communicator
time I
beeps.
go say hi to the monks.
I look down.
You see a
Oh
news
wait, can I
feed.
access it on my head?
Yeah, you mean it's like right here. So it's like, or in your HUD.
Okay.
Yeah, you just go boop,
Yes.
boop, and like send it
That way
into your
it's more
HUD.
private.
You see a a feed with your photo, like a group of you guys. It says, armed suspects confront stray Turai in the streets of Unifica, held at gunpoint. And you see a caption beneath it that says, subtle. Very subtle.
Subtle.
My character walks into the bar. What'd you drag me into?
That's what I would like to know.
What'd you drag
I
them
think I
into?
just created a mess. I'll be back. I proceed to leave the bar.
Okay.
He says
on
he'll
the
be back.
message,
He was
you
just running
receive-
away.
You
he
receive
just
a
leave?
name. And the name states... hold on, I gotta think of one really quickly.
Hey, by the way, was my attempt at a disguise working with the group photo?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Am
just
I still
clothes.
am I recognizable as being me, or am I?
Your face? I mean, somebody would be like, oh, this dude's wearing this big jacket. But, like, underneath it, he had this specific type of armor on, I could see.
Great.
But it depends, because you also rolled a pretty good stealth.
That's true.
And the image was, like, quite clear everywhere else, except for around you, which got pretty blurry. You assume because of
Okay,
your
I'm
own
gonna
technologies.
Turn off my stealth.
I'm gonna assume this was taken from the air.
Yeah, it was like one of the panels or something. One of the scanners of some kind got an image of you guys. One of the sensors. But you receive a name. It's called the Auberge. I'll put that in chat for you guys.
Cool, 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 cool.
Cole, I seem to have a record of like making
Getting into bad
missteps.
situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Hey.
for viewers.
Protecting sensitive data for interesting reasons.
All right, so the Auberge. That's, you get subtle, very subtle, and then the Auberge beneath that. And it's from an unknown contact. Same kind of transmission you received when you first received the message to come here, though.
I reply. There was a miscalculation.
There's no reply.
I also turn off my... Wait. Has my I have to turn it. Okay. I still have my stealth on. Okay. I'm going to move into a spot where I'm absolutely free of what? Any electronics that are around.
Okay.
Is that even possible in this station?
I mean, you're in a space station that's enclosed by shields. It's kind of difficult.
Can I DDoS something with my isolator?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty easy for you to find like a corner and be able to DOS whatever it is, like DDoS it or whatever.
Okay.
At least for a short amount of time.
During which time frame I will suddenly disappear, be in a different outfit, as well as no longer have my stealth armor on.
All right. Do you have it in a pack? Do you have it like in a pack or something that you've put it on? You've like swapped out your gear.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch out my gear.
Okay. So you have
just
it like
affect
in this
my
pack or
stats if I
something that
do
you've been
that.
carrying around with you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for the DDoSing? Or
Nah. Pretty simple.
Okay.
Do you go back to the bar?
no?
No.
Was I able to do any? Well, let me see.
So you're splitting off from the group.
I'm not sure yet. Let me think about something here. I'm gonna return to the. I'm gonna return to the bar.
All right. For those of you who are still at the bar, What you up to?
In disbelief that
drinking.
he just left.
Did they see me arrive back in?
No. Yeah, this is just like during your absence.
Okay.
I've just been drinking.
Roll for.
Yes,
no,
I did
roll
have another
durability.
drink as well.
Both of you
Roll
roll durability.
durability?
Yeah. Zach, what are you up to at the bar?
Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec. This
I'm
might
gonna
get
sit
fun.
down and kind of get my gun ready to pull,
Just in case.
just in case.
All right.
Because I might end up shooting somebody in the foot for dragging me into something.
I asked more public attention.
Well,
Can I?
I rolled a 6.
Yeah. You're drunk. You definitely have gotten drunk. Not a buzz either.
Am I like face on the counter drunk?
No, you're just kind of like, I like your outfit, man.
Okay.
So stupid.
You're not plastered. What'd you say, Zach?
So stupid drunk.
Yeah. The
I
Zellian's
don't
like,
get
I'm
people.
surrounded by idiots and a robot.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know if you heard me, but I did say that I was having another drink as well.
Yes, also roll durability.
Okay, I did that already. I got see, like a 16. So
Okay, you're buzzed, but you're not like drunk. Humans are pretty resilient. Zach,
Do you know the reason for people doing this?
Yes.
roll fortitude.
Why?
What does that mean?
Just roll fortitude.
What's my... Oh.
Let me know what you roll.
Are you talking to me or?
Yeah, I'm
Zach.
typing it.
Okay.
When you get a chance, check your DM
Okay.
regarding a potential animal bomb.
I forgot to put my roll in there. I'll do that real quick.
All good. All right, 18. All right, you feel quite odd suddenly there, Zach. Like your mind is drifting. Something that you shouldn't be experiencing, and you instantly start running a diagnostic on yourself automatically.
Okay.
It says, detected fragmented memory piece.
I kind of tell myself to, kind of look into that memory.
Okay. You say you're telling yourself to look into that memory?
Kind of tell my systems to.
Oh, to look into it. Roll systems.
The robot has a different set of skills to roll for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Just. Which. Alright, roll the 17.
Roll to 17. All right. you're able to kind of like re-lock it into your mind there. It seems to work. You seem to start kind of recalling bits of it. And to all of you guys who are sitting in the bar, you suddenly see the Nepenteket just go. And like,
I'm gonna try and move him.
yeah, he kind of stiffens up and then like sits over in his chair.
I don't even notice it.
You're just like, whoa, man.
Whoa. I'm like looking at the pictures on the wall.
Yes. Oh, it's you? Rad. I don't know why you turned into a surfer dude, but
This is not how this day was supposed to go.
Zach, you suddenly see like people that you don't recognize, and you're sitting in a chair of some kind, in what looks like a ship interior. You can hear the hum of it and everything, and you can see one of the crew is kind of like, taps a drink with somebody else and is like, nice, yeah, well, we did a good job. Did a good job. And then kind of like turns to you, says, you too, very proud of you. And then you're sent back and you kind of like shoot up in your chair and you're like, whoa, okay.
I know where this is. I know what you're about. I know what you're talking about.
Do ya?
Mm-hmm.
There's a mixture of people kind of staring at you randomly, and then Era's just kind of like, oh, wow. And he's like looking at this just like abstract art on the wall, which is actually just like a glass pane that he's like super interested in. And takes another swig of his drink. Yes. Whoa! And Ari, you're kind of like, you're feeling buzzed, but you're not like, of course, drunk. You're still lucid.
Well,
And Cap
I guess
walks
I'm
back in.
babysitting people now.
Cap, you walk back in. You can see Era like pointing at something on the wall, and Zach's character, I can't remember any of you guys' names besides Era, apparently. He kind of like sits up in his chair, unlike an Empateka, and just kind of like shakes his head for a second, like chink chink. And he's like kind of shrugs it off, and he continues to sit there like a normal Nepenteket would. And you see of course the Zelian sitting at the bar, just with his hands on his face, like why?
Okay, and what about Nezrim? Ari's character.
Oh, sorry. Ari's kind of just she's observing the crowd as well as trying to hold back a laugh at what Era is doing. But at the same time, she looks pretty grumpy.
All right, I'm also going to go check your DMs. Probably just not on the stream. That way it's,
Yeah, I won't.
So, since it is more of the secret, see if there's a way to patch something.
And that's when you pull out your phone.
Okay.
All right,
You can roll a deception for that.
go roll it for that. Let's say I did this before I entered the building again.
All right.
So,
Yeah, before he stepped inside.
correct.
Are you putting it in RP chat? The roll, when you roll it. He's doing a thing.
No, I actually will give it directly to you.
You give it directly to me. Okay. All right. 15. Okay. States your inquiry has been notified and is now filed.
Fascinating. Okay.
You receive no other further information from the station authorities.
Roger that. Okay. All right. I will resume back where I was entering the building.
All right, you've entered the building. To the bar.
I'm going to get some coffee, and then I will sit and observe
All right.
in a corner.
Yes, in a corner. He slides you a coffee, and then he goes to, "Hey, please don't touch that." And like as Arthur, you're just kind of like looking at it. You're like picking it up and like examining it now. You almost like drop it at one point. You're like, "Whoa, sorry." He ends
So
up grabbing
wait.
it from you.
Why does the bartender know coffee, but he doesn't know Sprite or Coke?
Because
Coffee
coffee's
makes
a
sense.
classic.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Sprite or coffee makes sense because it's just beans. He might have a different name for it, but like he'll understand what it means. But like Sprite is just like a soda, a humanoid soda
Sugar
that was,
water.
like, is invented
But it's,
by
it's just
humans.
sugar water.
Right.
They probably have sugar water too.
Well, I mean that's probably why I had to look at my database. I didn't recognize the name.
Oh, okay.
It's coming from a human to a reptilian species that has no idea about human culture.
So wait, this was with the coffee, right?
No, that was with the Sprite. But then the coffee, he's just like, okay.
No. Like the
Sodium
coffee,
water.
I'm holding the coffee, right? That's what I was examining.
No, you were examining like the item on the wall that you've been looking at real
Okay.
close, and you almost drop it, and then he takes it out of your hand and puts it back and says, "Please stop."
So I'm little kid drunk, is what you're telling me.
You're just like, whoa.
Hey guys, I think we should video this for posterity's sake.
Bartender, I got cameras.
Sweet. Well, still. Okay, not in that voice, but.
I mean, I'm already in trouble for shooting that guy in the leg, so.
Cap, you are informed your data has been filed and has processed and been completed and
All
understood.
right. Let me. Did it give me a specific update? Do you want to share that?
The warrant has been
the
dropped.
DM? Perfect. For everyone, correct?
It stated that that others had nothing to do with this, right?
Yes.
They had nothing to do with what you were doing.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let it slide because you were saying that
Alright.
they were not part of what I was doing. AKA Arthur shooting the guy in the leg was not part of what I was doing.
Oh shoot!
But I'll let it
Well, I mean, he
slide
did
because
say
I
to shoot
understood.
him.
I understood what you meant by that. As in, like you were in a mission, they were kind of assisting you, but they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, they had no
I
clue
get
what was going on.
I could have been.
I mean, technically, I did nothing aside from
Yes.
take off.
I didn't.
This is
The
true.
cop
You're
cleared
just-
the therefore there's nothing to clear on me.
This is very true.
But we were a part of a weird group. But you were just like talking with the guy, and then we suddenly show up and are like, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" So yeah, you're good.
No, the
So-
warrant has been cleared, but a mark has been put on your name for further watch.
Roger that. Okay, I'm gonna check the news feed and refresh it. So
The article has not been deleted.
okay.
No further news feeds have popped up about it.
All right, it's too early to expect a new update, so.
Yeah, instantly gets it cleared. Aha! News. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are gonna look for lodging.
Slide over. I then take my coffee, go over to Vim, and say, "I don't think we're wanted anymore."
And why do you say that?
Era is really starting to feel it by this point, by the way.
I show her the warrants have been dropped. So.
But I shot that guy in the leg. How am I not wanted?
You're supposed to say that.
Yeah, the whole bar. Huh?
I'm gonna walk up and be like,
He's also
He's just very.
Grab a hotel
drunk.
today,
What is
yeah.
he doing?
The whole bar continues their meandering and whatnot.
I'm gonna grab you by the shoulders there and be like, I'm gonna take you somewhere to relax.
I'm like, okay, that sounds good.
And I'm gonna lead him out. If you guys wish to talk about this somewhere
Sounds so
else, I
ominous.
suggest you follow me.
I think we should. I mean, we've stayed at this bar for quite a while, and I think we're becoming patrons. I think we should change.
Believe you are correct.
I then give the bartender an awesome tip, but he'll be like, "They're amazing people. I love these guys.
I didn't know he
They're
was Donald
amazing
Trump.
customers."
Huge. That tip was huge. And okay, so you pass him a pretty large tip, and he's kind of like, I didn't like you at first, but I do like you now.
Thank you.
Can I flip him the bird while he's taking me out?
Screw you, man.
No. I say, "Hey,
Never
guys,
mind.
You know that man. He's drunk and half out of his brain, anyways."
But yeah, so I'm gonna lead him to a luxurious hotel.
Okay.
Oh dang! I get to go to a luxurious hotel. Awesome.
Are you gonna look at like other housing options as well as you're walking there?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys are looking, you can all roll. I mean, you don't need to roll. You're just like looking around at them. Cap needs to roll though. Roll examine.
All right.
So how does money work in this?
Money
Do we
is
roll for how much money we have?
money is a very open system right now because we don't have like a legitimate. Well, we have currency, and we have ship currency. There's two forms of currency, and
We've yet to work out the money system completely.
yeah. But we
Wait,
can.
what was that? Sorry.
We have yet to work it out completely yet. But I will, like, next time around, I'll have you guys all roll for your currency. Right now, I'm just not allowing you to buy extensively huge things. So,
I see. Okay.
yeah. I wish my shirt was not wrinkled. I'm very sad.
All right. 15 for examine, sir.
All right, you're scrolling through different like housing options as Torn's leading you to apparently a nice location, which of course you don't know if that's true or not. Anything could be nice to this religious dude. This religious hawk. And
I'm not Hawkmoon.
not Hawkmoon, Hawknor. I think that hawk could even be like an insult to them. You hawk. It sounds like an insult. And you see something familiar. A name.
Oh, fascinating.
The name.
Thought of a horrible insult that I thought would be funny.
The name is the Obeish.
All right. I locate that and I'm like, wait. I look at the rest of whatever he's mentioned in or was writing or something.
Who's writing?
What is it associated with? The Obeish.
It was simply the name that you were sent after very subtle.
Yeah. But I mean,
Like its
the
information?
news feeds- that I was looking. Yeah, the information that I spotted it in.
It was you looking through like housing locations.
Oh, interesting.
You're
Can I
kind of like
look at the
scrolling
building
through.
right next door to the listing?
Right next to the Obesh?
Yes.
Is
Is there one very close to it on, I guess, for rent or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like another housing location, like another hotel.
I send him the information. The somewhere between here and here.
Okay.
Spotted.
Wait, send who?
Obege.
Wait, what?
I send Obege the street address for the other hotel.
The Obesh is a hotel.
But
It's in the housing listings.
So when he was sent the
Wait a
name, it was actually
no,
the
I
name of the
mean
hotel.
Yeah, he says. Yeah, well, it was the listing that you had caused. Subtle, very subtle. The Obesh.
Never mind. Okay, I came up with the wrong conclusion.
I send the Obesh them. What? Yes, the cat. The hotel's
So,
like.
Are we still walking as a group?
Huh?
No, this was sent to me.
Oh, okay.
So,
But right now, are we walking as a group?
Yeah, you guys are walking
and
as a
I'm
group
just,
towards
like,
housing.
looking
I
down at my
assume.
phone, doing my thing.
I don't know about Zach's character.
Yeah, Zach, are you
I
following the
did.
group?
My character seems intrigued.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm being responsible and taking the drunk dude to somewhere to relax.
You're like, it's okay.
I'm
Come
starting
on.
fights with everyone that we pass by too.
Yeah. What are you
I was like,
looking
no,
at?
no, 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 no. This way. Come on.
What are you looking at, man?
This guy looked at me funny. Oh yeah, guy looked at me funny.
I look at him and say, "Do you wonder why?" But let's get you to relax. They're all jealous of you and your
Amazing
quality.
looks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I say. I try to.
Okay.
Oh
Keep
shucks.
going.
Okay.
So I asked Nezrim if she'd noticed anything that I'd done earlier with the system before we'd gone in the chase.
Not really.
Okay, interesting. All right. I was curious since you mentioned earlier that you were a hacker. So I was curious whether you'd noticed anything I'd done in that respect.
No, you were being quite secretive. I couldn't really see your screen.
I was using a holographic
Okay.
terminal, FYI. So
It was somewhat visible,
Okay,
like
so
visible
sort
enough
of
that you could
stop
see what
it.
was kind of happening, but you didn't quite know what was on the screen. You just knew he was doing
I
something
guess I was
technical.
working too rapidly.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll show you some tricks of the trade.
Says the level
dear.
1 character to the level 1 character.
How funny, Labra trying to teach a hacker tricks.
But I also have valuable tools. That's the thing.
Yes, but can you hack
Alright,
without the
Labrat.
tools?
Of course you can. Anything is hackable. Every back door can get opened.
Why do I feel like you've never hacked a thing in your life?
From my experience. Has no experience.
What do you know about what I do and what I don't do?
You're a scientist. They don't hack much.
Or do you know what type of scientist I am?
I can care less.
There's such a thing as a data scientist. Are you not familiar with this term? Or are you just too high up in your spiritual ways to care?
Did you not hear me? I don't care. A scientist is a scientist to me right now. If you wish to explain further, please do so when we're in a more private area.
Speaking of which,
Unless you have somewhere you want to go.
you guys are
Please
walking
say
along.
so.
Arthur, Era is kind of losing it. He's like, ugh, he's kind of starting to droop out. And you guys walk up to the hotel that is next to, or at least nearby, the Auberge.
All right.
Now then, Mr.
On my
I
way
got a
there.
big secret. Is there anywhere you need to go?
I need to find myself some lodging.
You're also
So,
standing next to a hotel.
Yes. I need to find myself a room and make myself comfortable. That way I can sleep and acquire rest. After all, when you've been out on the road effectively for a couple days on public transportation with lots of potential threats, you get a little high strung. It's good to relax.
Yeah, I've noticed.
So should we choose Hotel A, the hotel next to the Auberge, or should we choose Hotel B?
Hotel Auberge.
Why
Well-
not? Whatever.
Wait, can I pass out in front of the hotel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That
you're just
sounds
like,
pretty funny.
Guys, I think we just need to take this guy to a room first. So
Yeah,
let's throw him in here.
Well,
So,
you guys
your
can
problem.
take care of
How
him.
nice, hang on,
Wait,
how
no,
nice do the hotels look next to each other? Which one
I
looks
wanna
nice?
I wanna wake up outside of the hotel the next
The Auberge
time.
looks real crummy.
No, what? Screw it, we're going with Hotel A.
All right. So you're like about to be like dragged inside the new hotel. You start waking up and you're like, oh, whoa. You start getting like dragged inside.
dude, you're fine. Chillax, man.
No, man, leave me outside. Leave me outside.
I can't
just
stand
gonna-
comfort.
I'm going to just like pick you up, and, like put you over my shoulders like this, like
And
you're a
then-
log.
And then I'm going to take care of the lodging.
Roll power, Mr. Zillion.
In the interim, I will
Bird.
take care of the room arrangements at this place, I guess. Or at least for
Oh wait, I don't need to reroll that.
the
I don't have
unconscious
that
guy, I
perk
will
yet.
take care of the room
Crap,
arrangement
we're
for
so
him.
used to rerolling ones.
And then I'll say, anybody else?
That's a 16.
Do you need me to take care of your room situation?
I
asked
can take
both
care of it
them.
myself. Thank you very much.
All right.
I'm
And-
basically incoherent at this point, so it's up to
I'm
you.
gonna
Gives
take
a
care
thumbs
of
up. Passes back out.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yep.
Alternatively, I could just borrow his wallet while he's unconscious.
You
and
are
that's
not
it for free.
touching his body, if that's what you're trying to do.
That was meant more as a joke.
Ha 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 ha.
Yes, yes, yes. I get it. And then I proceed to take care of it.
You do manage to heave him up over your shoulders, but you're like, oh, my hollow bones aren't built for this.
Nezri just stands behind Antares, and she actually listens and to see and hears what room he's staying in, so she can get a room nearby just to keep an eye on him.
Okay. Sounds good. Did you all manage to get kind of like nearby rooms for you, Arthur?
I got Era a room fairly close by me as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That
you
way-
just like
Yeah.
you walk him into the room, just like chuck him on the bed and close the door.
Yeah, and give him the key.
Basically.
Put
It's
the
tied
key
to their
there, a note there
biosig.
and say, I'll... Yeah, nothing. I'll just put down your room key. Courtesy Intaris.
I'm
From a deck
just
to another
snoring. I'm snoring at this point. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Now then. I am gonna go retire.
All right.
Feel free to come get me once you're ready to explain.
Sounds
If you're going
fun.
to explain anything.
Wait, which part are you interested in having explained?
Honestly,
of
I
the
don't
above.
know. But in the meantime,
I'll just go with the simplest part.
All right, so you guys all go to bed?
I actually don't. I prepare to head out after I get most of my room settled.
All right. So
yeah,
I sleep in my shop, so I head back to my shop.
you walk all the way back to your shop, sit there.
I do manage to procure our Nepoteket's information if he wishes to hang out with us more for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Why would you want to hang out with us?
He's like, I'll join you guys. Oh, this is boring. Walk back. All right.
I'm gonna
Sounds good.
get ready to do daily praises to Domnipotence.
Go to the praise the sun. So, all right.
I too
Well,
will also
Go ahead.
do my prayers to Intorian.
You wouldn't
For
know about
knowledge.
him. You would not know about him.
How would I not know about him?
Nobody knows about him.
Oh,
That's the
shoot.
thing.
No,
He
I
knows
forgot
about
that.
everybody, and nobody knows about him.
Darn it, I forgot.
Except for a very select few people that have actually met him.
Yep. They're usually the ones that know most about him. Anyway, you kind of sit down and you're like, okay, let's get this going. And so then you open your door and we will end that for the night there.
That was entertaining.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the first session? I just want to know your thoughts.
I think it was good. I need to get into it more.
That's okay. I think you're doing pretty well. I just
Okay,
think
cool.
you'll as you play your character more, you'll be like, this feels right for your character, and like emotion and stuff will make more sense. It's really
Honestly,
like play
I like
acting.
playing-
I mean,
It's like playing the polar opposite of what I used to.
yeah. You're so passive in comparison to yes, I stab him. I shake his hand.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of fun, but like, I don't know. Definitely need to figure out my character. I think a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that's for everybody too.
Yeah.
Like everybody's
I
still
didn't
getting
realize
into
you could
their character.
have so much stuff, like jetpacks and terminals.
Well, the thing is, he
I
has a
got
whole bunch of
punished for
stuff, but he got punished in other things.
Yeah.
So he has all this equipment, he has no shield, and he has he has less weapons.
As
Oh,
well as
okay.
the fact that I also have expensive weapons.
Yeah.
And then my character is actually rather basic for a change.
Yeah, yours is a lot of personality, not of like equipment and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I'm enjoying like seeing how you're playing this new character, but Cap, I like seeing how each time you play character, you always get into these situations you don't mean to.
I always do something. Needless to say, I think though this one situation has worked out somewhat better than last time, considering I was able to get it somewhat rectified.
Yes, you're able to get it rectified. Although last time you nuked a station, so it was a little bit different.
Hey.
Yeah.
Station nuking is natural to me.
Your
last
specialty.
session.
Oh no, what's gonna happen to you?
Hey, I think I should try to find something to nuke here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But
It'll
what do
probably
you guys
happen
think?
to the rain gate somehow.
Zach, what do you think?
Interesting.
Well, that's good. Did you enjoy it? What'd you think about it?
It was fun. It's just my character playing a different type of character is a little tough.
Yeah. Well, your
Yeah, I
character's kind of
know.
antisocial like that, but if I could offer a suggestion to get your character more involved, I think that would help you out a lot.
I'm also gonna see what I can do to make my character, a little different than my usual. Oh, let me blunder into a couple things. EGM can actually have a bit more of a plan rather than that. So I'm gonna say whatever happened today chalked up to being a tired person.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. He's like, this is my first situation out of the shelter. Jeez.
High stress.
Oh, he's also like, you're super naive though. I like that about your character. Is that your character is very naive. Oh yes, anything can be hacked. Everything has a backdoor. I've done everything in lab simulations.
Oh dear.
And I liked your character too. She's very down to earth. Even for, I mean, I know you didn't speak very much, but I think that's just kind of part of her personality too, is that she's just like watches everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it actually tends to be the kind of character I play the most, is just kind of more laid back and watches and assesses type things. So I don't know. I guess I'm kind of in my comfort zone, which is fine.
Yeah, I
Especially
don't think
since I'm learning
you
this
are
system.
super like. I wouldn't say your character is very. I mean, she's observative, but I don't think she's like very passive, because she won't let something slide. Like when you encounter the Turai, you're like, why this answers please now.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and she definitely has her own agendas, I think.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I don't know what they are either, and I think they're very interesting.
I was trying to get ready to not have to do any killing, but be prepared to. No, I wouldn't say killing. Maiming is what I should say.
Mm-hmm.
But I was
I've
hoping
tried
I
to
wouldn't
maim.
have to.
Leg, pow.
I think the other deck is a little.
I should have gone for
than me.
wings. That's what I should have done. I should have shot
his
at
wings
his
were
wings.
out. They're like out, and he was like ready to go for it too. That chase scene was super neat. I enjoyed that.
You guys is fumbling through the thing, and then there's just me.
What?
Wee-hee.
Flappy Bird.
Hey, I almost made it.
Well,
How about
Alright,
funny? As soon as
I'm
you
gonna go to
focused on
bed.
y'all,
I'll catch you guys
just
later.
played
yeah,
Next week.
you can drop off too. But yeah, see you next week. I'm super excited.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
I can't
Well,
wait to find out what happens Saturday. Also, would you mind sending me the link for the stream?
Yes, I can do
Or
that.
when you get it recorded, etc.
Yep.
Or
I will do
sorted
that.
out, so cool. Also, maybe check your DM, because I have one question regarding the news.
Okay, I will do. But otherwise, I will end it there for the recording itself. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Just let us know what you think of it, though, because I don't know how many people are going to be watching this, but the more the merrier. And it'd be cool to get some comments and feedback. Like, I always like feedback on my DMing and like feedback on story and whatnot.
And the stupidity that I make of characters.
Yeah.
It's fun doing it that way sometimes.
It is. It's a lot of fun to just let things happen. But anyway, I will end the recording there. So thanks, everybody.
Toodles.
have a good one.